90s, we didn't know what we had. TV, movies, back when life wasn't so bad. Life is layered like a cabbage. It's time for movie baggage. Movie baggage. Now it's time for movie baggage. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Movie Baggage, the podcast where me and my co-host re-examine movies from our childhood and decide if we were scarred for life by them. My name's Jake Palmer, and I am here with the great Victoria Lear. Vic, how you doing?
Hi, I am doing great. I'm happy to be here. I'm excited. I'm confused, but we'll get there too.
Oh no.
But yeah, I'm ready. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm all right.
Yeah.
I've been fighting with my cousin Duncan.
Oh, the bastard.
Yeah, he is being a bastard. He is.
After our sick royalties for our intro song.
That's a whole nother thing. But we're trying
the legal battle we're not allowed to talk about with Duncan over the enormous royalties we rake in.
Yes. we are very rich from this podcast, guys. Just to let you know. But no, we're fighting because I was hoping to form a band with him because he's such a great singer. But we both want to play the spoons in the band. And I'm like, you're the singer. You have to sing. He's like, no, I want to play the spoons. I'm like, I'm the spoon player.
And just to clarify, neither one of you can do the spoons and another thing? Because the spoons is a bit like a tambourine. I'm pretty sure
we don't.
You guys rubbed your two brain cells together. You should be capable.
Like rub on one. You're saying we both have one brain cell and we rub them together. Well, you're right. We can't multitask like that. It's one per person.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. That's a very sad thing. You must suffer greatly.
I can play them.
Wow. Oh, because we're going to do a video on this so people can see you just held up spoons. I am more impressed than I thought I was going to be.
Oh, yes. Finally, I impressed Vic.
All right, Jake, you got it. I was expecting
so, you see, I'm
little,
right.
And you gave me something.
Showed up with something.
That's
but
why
you see, I'm right, right?
Video this time.
Duncan should sing. I should play the spoons.
I really feel like one of you should be able to do both. But
right,
I'm impressed. I'm impressed. And I'm assuming this is why you wanted this one to be video.
Yes.
Yeah.
So everybody know. I got the talent.
You got the skills. The spoon skills.
But other than that, I'm doing all right.
Yay. You wanna ask me how I'm doing? Oh wait, you already
went
did that,
first.
Didn't you?
Jeez.
I should probably. So mad
I'm
at
sure
you
have more to say
you?
about how you're doing if you want to keep going.
Fine. No, fine. I'm fine. Don't ask me.
Already checked in, Vic. All right, let's get into the movie.
Let's do it. Let's just get started. Nobody's got time for this.
Tell us what the movie title is, because I keep getting it mixed up, the words in my head.
It's Wild Hearts Can't Be Broken.
I keep thinking it's Home is Where the Heart Is or something.
What? No.
Okay.
Wild Hearts Can't Be Broken.
Can't be broken.
Was a big girl movie of my childhood.
It's a movie for big girls.
Yes, I watched this movie with my sister and all of her friends on sleepovers. I watched this with my friends on sleepovers. This was a big movie in our house. We had the VHS, had a very dramatic side profile fade of a girl's face with horses running in the background. It was all about the dream of every girl, which is to be able to psychically commune with horses and live her dream of flying through the air on a horse that understands you instinctively. Um, yeah,
Okay.
that was my memory. Is that this movie is about the dream, which is to live
Horse
your life where
diving.
you, yeah, where you just ride horses. It's about horse diving, and I will say, and I will state this right now,
Okay.
my memory of this movie is that there was something really, really sad and tragic that happened in it, and I stopped watching it because I was so sad about it as a kid.
Okay. Interesting.
And I'm going to state that now because it needs to be said that that was a pivotal thought of why I stopped watching this film as a kid.
In the outro for the last episode, I told everyone this was going to be a sad, hard movie to watch. And
Which
we'll get into if that's
we'll
true or not.
get into whether or not that's true, but I need it to be stated now. My
Yeah.
memory was that it was intensely sad and traumatizing to me.
I mean, the title makes you think it's got to have something crazy sad in it.
Wild
Like,
hearts can't be
like
broken.
she really must go through the ringer, but still
Yeah.
stay strong. But
I mean, I feel like we're hinting at the fact that it's not nearly as sad and traumatizing as my
don't
childhood
spoil it.
memory, but
You're spoiling it. All
but
right.
I no, I generally grew up watching this movie, and it was, yeah, every girl who ever felt like, you know, you just didn't fit in, don't worry, there's a horse out there who understands you.
Well, that's nice. I, of
Yeah.
course, never saw this one as a kid. Didn't make it into the rotation at my sleepovers. We were always
Shocking.
we were always trying to watch the most R-rated violent movies we could get.
No, this
Saving
was more
Private Ryan
drama.
is one.
You watched that as a kid?
Yeah, at a
How
sleepover.
little?
Probably like 12 or something.
Okay.
Yeah, not like 8. But
Yeah, I was gonna say like 12, a boys sleepover. I could see that happening.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, nope.
Um,
This was fresh for me, all new.
so glad I made you watch this 90s Disney classic.
I am too. Let's get into it.
Yeah.
So we open, and I wanted to ask your opinion on this. It opens with Herbert Hoover, President Herbert Hoover, talking about, just seems like a random line about the Great Depression. And is this your, where does Herbert Hoover rank on your list of presidents? We all know John Adams is your favorite.
John Adams is my favorite. Um, and who knows how it was colored by this very film, but not high. I mean, I think that ultimately, whenever you have a president announcing that there's an end to something that's obviously still going on, it doesn't feel great. Like Herbert Hoover
Hmm.
announcing the end of the Great Depression when it's obviously still happening has, mission accomplished vibes where you're
Yeah.
like, did we? Um, and I think, was Hoover the one that was like a chicken in every pot speech, like where he
I think it was a
basically
song he wrote. Chicken in the pot, chicken in the pot. I am Herbert Hoover.
we got to get Duncan on this. That's
No, I'll get him to sing that.
that's rough. No,
That was rough. How dare you?
I I remember, it's setting the tone, right? Because it needs to be said that the world is
That set the
falling into,
tone for you.
yeah, the world
That's
is
black
falling
and
into.
this black and white. All right. Well,
That
it's
doesn't
very short,
historically
and
place you.
Herbert Hoover does not come back at this movie. Don't worry.
No, unfortunately, he's not involved.
Yeah. So we get some scenes. Things are not going great in America. It is the Great Depression,
Mm-hmm.
and then we cut to our heroine at her dirt farm.
She is
It's just a dirt farmer family. All they do
They
is
do.
farm dirt.
It does appear that. I really liked in this opening that it's just the most relatable like teen girl experience of staring at a magazine that looks nothing like you and then trying to contort your face in a mirror to look anything like the magazine
Yes,
cover.
that was funny.
This has been going on since the dawn of printing images of women. Women have stared at the images and tried to contort themselves to look like it.
Yeah.
Uh,
And it says Myrtle Beach, where your dreams come true. Right? That's what she's looking at.
it's Atlantic City.
Oh, Atlantic City.
Sort
Sorry.
of famously for the rest of the movie, it's Atlantic City.
Okay.
This isn't gonna be great. Jake's already checked out.
I'm so sorry. Atlantic City. I've never been, unfortunately. I'm sure it's super
Hmm.
fun and your
It
dreams come true
wasn't when
there.
I went.
No.
Well, to be fair, I went for a bachelorette, um, and it was a lot of strippers, and it was sad.
Sad strippers. Love it.
Yep.
I got some
Do you
experience
ever,
with that.
do we have time? Do we have
No,
time to? No. Okay. Let's
it's
just
too
all
sad.
state that if you have seen strippers, you've probably seen sad strippers.
Were these male strippers or
No, we saw lady strippers because even though we were a group of women, we found the idea of men sort of aggressively thrusting themselves at us to be uncomfortable, and we'd rather have sexy ladies.
I hear that.
Yeah. I found out that the lap dances are very expensive, but the back massages are cheap, and a lot of them are
Back
trying to be
massage.
masseurs anyway. So they're very
I
good.
didn't know back massages was on the menu.
I know. I don't think a lot of people do because I think they're too distracted by tits. And you have to ask them to not do the back massage where they're straddling you with the boobs in the face.
Oh,
You're like,
sure.
no,
I'll remember to ask them not
go
to
to
do
the
that.
go around the back and give me a proper back massage because it's only $15. I was like, this is
Oh
the cheapest
wow.
thing in here.
Oh man,
Um,
that's a savings if you want a
I
massage.
I spent literally in one evening, I spent $120 just making this woman give me like a full back massage
Aw, that's
the whole
hilarious.
time. I was just like, I will, all of the money I was going to spend on like 2 lap dances, please just give me a back rub for the rest of my time here. It felt great.
That sounds great.
Um, yeah, it was a nice time.
All right,
The lady was
guys,
very
don't
nice,
say
but
you
she's a
don't
little
learn
sad.
anything on this show. We just learned you
Yeah.
can save tons of money on massages by going to strip clubs.
Yes. That's what we support.
Yes.
Yes.
We support stripper massages. This is a
I will also
feminist
say
podcast.
this, unfortunately, I do feel like I'm sort of forcing you to have a feminist podcast.
Hey, I love when you talk about what you're passionate about. I will say the last episode you spent a majority of it defending a woman who is not in the movie.
She will not be forgotten.
We never see her, but Vic was defending her to the death,
Yeah. There to
which I
defend her
love.
honor, baby.
But anyway, our main character's name is Sonora.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Interesting
Sonora.
name. Like the desert, the Sonoran Desert.
Is that a desert?
It is.
Where? Tell me, desert man. People don't know
Uh,
this. Jake's a desert man.
yes, I am a. Yes, I am much like Indiana Jones. Would you say Lawrence of Arabia? That's the one. That's who I'm like.
That's the one. Yes.
Sonoran Desert is in Arizona
Oh.
or California.
Oh.
The American
Less neat, 'cause
Southwest,
now
I'll say.
you don't sound confident, so it's less interesting.
I'm going to edit that out. I'm just going to say the Southwest of America.
Yeah, say it confidently. Be proud.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I did.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Her
Anyway,
name's
she is
Sonora.
a dirt farmer with her miserable aunt. Another miserable aunt, Vic.
Yeah.
Mean ants. I hate them.
Mean ants. There is no such thing as an aunt who loves and cares for her children. There are only orphans with evil, evil aunts.
Yep. So Sonora is, of course, got some dead parents.
She's got dead parents.
And she has to live with her aunt, her and her
Who hates
sister.
her.
And her
Yeah.
aunt hates her. And I guess she has a cousin. They never mention him, but there's this chubby kid in overalls poking chickens with a stick out front. And he's
Yeah, that's like,
actually, this is not CGI, guys. He is whacking these chickens with a stick. No problems with animal cruelty, I guess, for this movie.
I mean,
Didn't get caught.
he's definitely a toddler given a stick and surrounded by chickens.
He's
So the
whacking
chickens
them.
were gonna get hit with the stick. Um, no doubt
But
about it. They're not
oh,
leaving.
oh, oh my god, I almost forgot. I Vic, did you didn't pick this on purpose, did you? For you know that this main character was in the last movie. Sonora was in Musketeers.
What?
Gabrielle Anwar. She was the Queen of
What?
France.
Oh my god.
That's the
I
same actress.
I did what? I
Yes.
did not know that. That is really, really shocking. I wonder if the reason why the whole time I was watching this, I was like, her face and horses. I was like, you know what movie we should watch?
Yeah. No, that
I
was
don't know why I'm
definitely on
reminded of this movie
purpose.
from my childhood.
I
It's
couldn't
not on
believe
purpose.
it.
That's shocking.
But
It's
she has a
funny because
lot more to do in
the
this
whole
one.
time I watched it, I was like, she's very familiar to me. I wonder why.
You've watched this movie 100 times.
I
Yep.
I'm shocked. That's pretty neat.
That's
Look at her.
crazy. Oh, guys, all right, I'm just joking. We accidentally picked a movie that has the same actress.
Yeah. That was
But
not intentional.
so she cuts her own hair. What do you think of this?
Right. I'm gonna go with pretty common childhood girl experience as somebody who once attempted to give herself bangs
Uh-oh.
with safety scissors. It
Say
was not great.
No? You didn't nail it?
No, no. My hair, especially down here in Florida, is pretty frizzy.
Yeah.
It gets some volume,
I hear that,
and
sister. Red hair just poofs up in the
it
humidity.
poofs up. And the absolutely insane way that I attempted to give myself bangs really just sort of created what was much more like a deranged lion mane around
Ooh,
myself.
sounds good to me.
Especially should I ever stand with the light behind me. It's sort of had a glow of this is a crazy person. Um, yeah, I did that, and it's really funny because one of my childhood friends' mother still remembers that and will talk about it as if it was a great tragedy, like as if I broke my arm. She'll be like, "Oh, and remember that time when you gave yourself bangs?"
took
like,
your
like it's
took your head months to heal.
and she's like, it was very difficult for all of us, like as if it was challenging to just look
Wow.
at me
Oh,
with my hair
poor
like
woman.
that. Yeah, she suffered, I suffered. So yeah, cutting your own hair, I feel like I totally get. I wonder if there was supposed to be some sort of, because like this would not have been picked up to me as a child. Um and it's probably not true. This is probably one of those things that I am inferring on a movie that's not there.
Oh, I can't wait to hear this. What is it?
Um, so it was pretty common in the Great Depression when people needed money for women to grow their hair out very long and then chop it all off very, very short to sell for money
To the
to
wig
wig
shop,
makers.
huh?
Yeah, yeah. But they don't bring that up at all in the movie. So I don't think that's an
All
attempt
right.
to
So this
reference
is
that.
you once again putting yourself in the movie where you're like, I would sell my hair, get a good wig shop, and be a little ahead
Yeah,
in the Great Depression.
and then
But
use
no, they
that
don't.
money.
To what? Buy a sword?
mm, I don't know. Maybe buy my horse back. I mean, it's
Oh yeah.
fine.
Well, we haven't gotten to that.
We
We
haven't
haven't
gotten
gotten to
there
that.
yet. Sorry, but
Anyway,
no,
unlike you, she did a great job cutting her hair. It looks great.
She did an incredible job, but apparently we're the only ones who can see that because everybody else thinks it's the worst haircut that's ever existed, despite
Yeah,
the
the
fact that it
aunt
looks
is
fine.
furious.
The
She
aunt's
makes her put
incensed.
a paper bag on her head and go to school with a paper bag with two eye holes cut out.
And
It's
I
like,
do remember that. Like this part of the movie I remember pretty well, like the sort of defiant young woman like refusing to conform no matter what punishment she receives.
all right, so
I
this is my main problem with this whole beginning.
Mhm.
Gabrielle Anwar is the best looking person in this entire miserable dirt farming town. Everyone treats her like shit for no reason. Like, this is what Disney does all the time. They find the most,
Right.
their lead cannot be traditionally unattractive at all.
Mm-mm.
Like, so they always get the handsomest guy, the hottest girl, and then
Mm-hmm.
everyone treats them terribly. When, in my experience, if you're the best looking person in school, you got it pretty easy. Like, you're not struggling with people getting to accept you.
Right.
But
She goes
Sonora, oh no, oh, her hair's slightly shorter. What a freak.
she goes into a field to chat with her horse friend, and
Yes,
she and her
so
horse friend are
we
having a
get our
lovely
first horse.
conversation. Um and then all of the kids from her school are just suddenly standing over there
Well, there's like
mocking
five
her.
of them.
Right. I guess there's more in the actual school,
Yeah.
but it's like an assortment of,
Different
raggedy
heights. Yeah,
children.
different heights and ages, boys and girls, like five of them. And they just came to stop and judge Sonora before they go
Yeah,
to
like
school.
what a freak talking to a stupid, ugly horse. And it's a beautiful horse too. Like then they're like, look at that bag of bones. And I'm like, that's one of the healthiest horses I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's a big horse.
It's like an elegant draft horse. Like it's well fed. Like the idea that this is a depression era horse that's like not doing well is ridiculous. This horse is borderline chunky. And
Yes.
he's a good looking horse. He's having a good time hanging out in a field, chatting with a child.
So you like him, of course.
I do. I like all the
Of course, the
horses.
horse is great.
Of course,
The horse.
the horse.
Anyway, so they bully her. The main
Mhm.
bully is this girl has a hilarious face, real
Yeah.
squinty, and her eyebrows are real close together, and she's got like little eyes. It's an interesting
Hmm.
bully face.
And her
Not
little sidekick is like a much, much shorter girl with big glasses and the most ridiculous looking curls you've ever seen in your life.
again, all these people are ones that should be in my high school would be the bullied, not the bullies. But whatever, they're mean to her. And they're like, that horse sucks. You suck too. We hate your hair and your horse. And she's like, well, watch me ride this horse. I'm going to jump a fence with him. That's how great he is. And I am.
Yeah, she's like, he could do it. And then they were like, well, then prove it.
Yes.
Prove it. And
Oh, go
she
ahead.
doesn't want to do it, but then they bust out the absolute classic of all children's movies, the double dare.
Yep.
I don't just dare you, I double dare you.
Double dare. It's a good
Rules are
strategy when you're
rules.
trying to get someone to do something crazy.
Can't
Can't
You
back down.
can't not do it. If you get double dared, that's the rule.
Yep.
That's how it is.
So she gets on this giant horse and is going to jump a wooden fence.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, come on, boy, let's do it. Ride up. The horse does jump, but he's so big, he can't jump that fence, Vic. He just crashes through it, knocks it
He
all
kind of
over,
Yeah, he kind of breaks the fence.
and the cows get out
Right, with a speed that I have never seen cattle move.
instantly. They
Yeah.
see a hole in the fence and they're like, we're gone.
Making a
Boys to
break for
prison
it,
break.
boys.
Yeah.
Our day has come. I mean, these cows book it like a stampede out of the fence.
Yep.
Um, and then she's late for school because she's gotta wrestle up those cows.
Yep. She's got to wrangle those cows back, goes to
Mm-hmm.
school late, gets detention again. just some miserable hag of a woman telling her
Yeah.
she's bad and she's no good. The teacher, you got
I will
detention.
I will say that Sonora tries to defend herself when the teacher's like, "Why are you late again?" And she's like, "The
Mm-hmm.
cows got out and I had to put them back." And she's like, "I don't want your excuses." She's already weird 'cause she did ask. And then Sonora is like, "It's not even my fault that the cows got out." It's like, it's definitely your fault that the cows got out.
Yeah, she busted the fence open
Like
with her giant
you
horse.
broke the fence. It is not in any way not your fault.
All right, say the next part, Vic, because it's like my favorite part probably of the movie. When she goes past her bully.
Well, if it's your favorite part, no, she like smacks her in the face, right?
She's going by to get to her seat after getting detention, and the bully goes moo,
Right, yeah.
and our girl Sadora decks her in the face like
Moo.
close fist
Yeah.
punch in her face, which I think would get you expelled today, but then she's even more trouble, just suspended now. And then
Yeah.
she does what is, I guess, this is her superpower in the movie, is she can hook herself into chairs.
Her go-to move, which will come up again, is that she can lock herself down on a chair and refuse to
Become
leave.
immovable. So the teacher wants
Absolutely.
her to leave. For some reason, she's not gonna leave.
I would have been out of there. I'd be like,
Yeah.
thank God, I fucking hate this.
But she locks herself into her chair and she just sits there for the rest of class, even though no one can
Mm-hmm.
talk to her and she's basically not there.
Okay, I just have to have a little side note here
Mm,
because you and I had been chatting a lot about improv last night, and
yes.
then I watched this film, and then I went to sleep. And I had this really horrible dream where I was in improv class and Sarah was mad at me and pretended that I was invisible and made the whole
Oh
class
my
pretend I was
god.
invisible the whole time. And everybody in improv was bullying me and pretending like I wasn't there, which
Oh
would
no.
be so horrifying to attempt to do improv and have every single one of your scene partners pretend like you aren't visible in the scene.
Might be a funny scene.
Maybe if
But
you were in on it. I was very sad in the dream. I was like,
aw,
why is Sarah so mad
that's
at me? Which Sarah is one of the instructors at FST Improv. And if you've ever met her, she's unbelievably delightful. So the idea of her intentionally bullying somebody, I think, like intentionally bullying a student is pretty insane. But
yeah,
that's what
that's
my mind went to.
very sad.
It was really
Oh.
sad. I just don't want Sarah to hate me.
No, you should call her.
I'm gonna be like, Sarah, why do you hate me so much? I'm gonna blame her. I will say that both my sister and I deeply related to this whole interaction of getting in trouble with the teacher, digging in our heels, making it significantly worse.
I bet. I'm
And
sure you did that back then as a kid.
we were stubborn, defiant tomboys, and this movie spoke to us. So,
Even though everything Sonora did is wrong, and she is 100% in the wrong for punching that girl straight in the face.
I will say that in my history of being bullied, especially by girls, yeah, punching them straight in the face does stop it.
Okay.
People tend to think that if they talk shit to you, you're going to talk shit back. And if you don't, and you just clock them, sort of ends that.
All right.
I'm not an advocate of violence, but I have successfully seen it work in action.
Okay. Okay, guys. I am not backing this. This is just Vic's opinion. She is not an advocate for violence, but violence works every time if you want to get what you want.
I'm just saying, my childhood, that was effective. Maybe this movie made me, oh no, I'm gonna have to save that for the baggage section, because why did I think it was appropriate to just punch bullies in the face?
Sounds like some emotional baggage to me.
All right. All right. I'll just put a little asterisk next to that and come back to it later. Some self reflection.
Okay, yeah, you just think about that.
Mm-hmm.
So we get out of school. Sonora goes back home. Guess what? Aunt's selling her horse.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, Why? Why are you doing this? Oh, that's my horse. It's like, you in one day cut your hair weird. Hate that.
Yeah, she's really on that.
Crashed through a gate and let all the cows out. Don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
Got detention. Then punched a girl. Got suspended. And now I'm selling your horse, and guess what? I'm getting rid of you too. Well, that's a little later, but
It's it's a little bit later, but yeah, it's
but
and I thought this was odd both times I watched it just because I think that my sister and I were more aware of that horses were not really pets at this time. They were like farm equipment.
yeah,
So the idea that you would get rid of it, it's like, okay, well, you're getting rid of like, especially a draft horse like that. Like, wasn't that what you used to plow? Like, wasn't that what you used to do all of the labor on this farm? Like, what? I guess they're just farming dirt now, dirt and
yeah.
some
You don't need a
chickens that
horse
get
for
hit by
dirt.
sticks. Um, but like, it's weird to me that this wouldn't have been more of like a I'm selling the horse because we're impoverished and I can't afford to feed it and we need the money instead of like I don't like your haircut, which objectively has no and like if the cows had gotten out and they'd even thrown in a line like and we lost several of them or something, like if there'd been some sort of or like they weren't their cows and they had to pay somebody for the damages that they did to the fence, it's just kind of like, why are you selling the horse right now? The horse didn't do any of this, really. Whatever, the horse shouldn't be blamed.
No, we don't get a lot about this family that she lives with or their motivations. She has a younger sister who basically is non-existent, just has a few lines. They go to a
Mm-hmm.
store. We forgot the inciting incident here. They go to a
Right.
store, and we know. Okay, all we know is this girl likes her horse.
She likes her
She's
horse.
she
She
sees
hates
a
her family.
and hates her family. Yes, and she sees a magazine with an advertisement: horse diving girls needed
Yeah, it was like young girls wanted, and she's like, I
for
can respond to that.
for horse diving. I'm there.
Yeah.
So this is what is very strange to me. All we know is she has a horse and she likes it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, this somehow jumps to I want to. For you guys who don't know, horse diving is you march a horse up a ramp to about I don't know 100 feet high,
It's
and
tall.
then you ride the horse off and dive it, and it dives into the water. It's like this crazy stunt. So I'm saying like this, what they don't set up why she would like this at all. This is like me saying I own a bike. I'm gonna go ride it off a ramp into a pool of water.
Well, and it's also, I think, even more crazy because she doesn't know what it is. It's not like
Yeah, we
it's
don't
not like it's
see
something
her
she's
understand
seen.
it. No.
She's just like, okay, she just sees it. It has something to do with horses, and it will allow her to travel. And she's like, I don't even care what the rest of these words mean. I hate this town. I hate these people. I'm a leave. There's
Yeah.
a doctor involved in this. It's like doctor is the name of the person running the
Well, you sound
doctor.
smart.
Yeah, there's a doctor. I I'm on board.
Well,
It's
this is
pretty
now her
funny.
dream. She saw one ad in a paper. She now wants to become a horse diver.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And she rips it out of the magazine or out of the newspaper,
Mm-hmm.
and then is like looking at it when her aunt comes to tell her like, by the way, I'm getting rid of you.
Yeah, this was a rough day. I'm done.
Yeah, you're going to become a ward of the state
Word
until
of the
you're old
state.
enough.
And she's like, You're gonna get rid of me and my sister? And she's like, nope, just you. Your sister's staying.
Just to clarify, your sister's fine. You're the miserable one we hate.
Yeah, her
Um,
hair looks normal.
yeah,
It's not like a
she has no.
bob like yours.
She has normal hair, and her interest in horses is limited. Thus,
Yeah.
we are not enraged by her existence.
But we don't
Uh,
get any sort of sad goodbye with this sister. She's just sleeping, and Sonora says, "See ya, sis," and we never
mm-hmm.
hear from her again.
Yeah. Yeah. I will say that we kind of skipped over that the aunt at some point in all this slaps Sonora across the face.
Oh, I forgot. Yes, when
The
she's
aunt
selling
like
the
slaps her
horse.
across the face when she's selling the horse, and then she comes into the room and is like, "And by the way, we're getting rid of you now. Come make dinner for me."
There's a lot. Yep. There's a lot of slapstick in this. A lot of people. Oh yeah, when she jumps the horse, like she falls off the horse face down in the mud. That was funny.
Sonora, a lot of this movie is Sonora being bodily abused. Like she is just thrown like a rag doll all over the place in this movie,
Yep.
beaten, you know, thrown off things, falling off things, kicked off things. She's
That's where most of the comedy comes from.
yeah, yeah. Ha 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 ha! Look at this child being abused.
Well, I mean, it's her own fault. She's the one falling off horses.
It's true.
She's
It's
punching
true.
people too, by the way. She's not
Mm-hmm.
innocent.
I like when she does leave home though. She like yeah, she basically barely says goodbye to her sister. She leaves her some jelly beans and is like, "I'm
Mm-hmm.
out." Um but she does have a nice hat. Like
She
no
got a
matter
nice
how
hat.
poor everyone is, everyone has a nice travel hat.
You
She puts
gotta.
on her travel hat and walks off.
If you're gonna invest in one thing in the Great Depression, it's gotta be the hat.
Mhm. Mhm. And now I'd like to make a statement here. A little
Oh,
bit of a statement.
wait. It is now time for Vic's Statement of the Week.
Okay. So, while Jake may hate ragtime music, he's a known um, advocate of anti-ragtime music.
Yeah, we
He's
all
done
know this.
protests in the street. It's pretty well known.
Just
I'm
shut
a big
that
fan.
goddamn ragtime off, guys.
I'm a
Listen to
big
something
fan.
else. You are?
This I'm a big fan. I just feel like this movie actually has some pretty good music in it. It's
I
like
did
it's old
not feel
timey,
that
but
way
I
at
loved
all.
it. I
Oh
figured.
my god.
I figured. Jake's a hater, but I'm
No,
here for it.
I'm not a hater.
You're a
I think
hater.
we can all agree ragtime belongs in the past, stay in the past.
Duncan would be on board with me on this.
Don't you bring up Duncan to me
Appreciate
right now.
ragtime.
I'm still mad at him. All right, let's get to the next scene.
Yeah.
So she walks, I don't know how far, to this carnival,
Who the fuck
and
knows?
yeah, she's gonna become the next horse diving girl. But guess what? First thing she does is meet a boy.
yeah.
So of course, dark-haired man, tall. He's about to get his ass kicked for cheating in cards.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, "You had an ace in your hat. I know it." And the ace falls out, and Sonora, for no other reason than this guy's handsome, I think,
What a
hides
hot
the
man.
ace. But this brings
Mhm.
me to my not rabbit hole. You do the rabbit holes. I have a hobbit hole.
Jake's Hobbit Hole. Your first one, your inaugural Hobbit Hole.
Yes. So she hides the ace, and the guy pulls off the dude's hat, goes, "Oh, there's no ace in there. Sorry."
It was a very forced, like, I guess I can't be a huge ass. I'm sorry, good sir. Here's your hat.
I don't understand why he might not have just hidden it somewhere else, but whatever. The guy's like, "Not in the hat. You're good. Goodbye."
Right. I was wrong.
All right. So this is my hobbit hole, Vic.
Okay.
Remember when in Patch Adams you said Patch is working that rich dude the whole time? That was your theory because the guy was rich and ended up helping him get his clinic.
Yes. Yes.
I think this is not random. It was not just because he was handsome. It was because we didn't see this scene, but I bet you Sonora scoped out the whole carnival, found out, guess what, guys? This dude is the son of the guy who runs horse diving. He's not just some random cheater.
lineage.
And I bet you she knew that. And she helps him with this ace because she can then work him and make him pay her back for saving him from getting his ass kicked.
I mean, it would fit because it is later, like, sort of how she gets him to assist her is by
That's
revealing that
right.
she knows he's a card shark.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and I like it. I think it fits with her personality too. Like, I think if that were added in there, it would not in any way not fit with who she was as a person.
But they don't show that. So
No.
she just sees a guy cheating and is like, I'm gonna help this scumbag.
I mean, maybe it's because she feels a sense of camaraderie as somebody who also sort of enrages everyone around her. Maybe
But
she
she
sees a
also
guy.
likes seeing people get their ass kicked. Or I feel
She likes
like.
doing the ass kicking.
Yeah.
She's
Anyway,
not
she
beating that
helps
guy
him.
up.
She helps him. They don't even talk. He just walks away, right?
Yeah,
At
he
first.
doesn't know
But
that she's.
she holds on to the ace.
Mhm. Mhm.
All right. So let's get to this part.
This
Next
is my favorite
meets
part.
another boy. Guess what?
Mhm.
He's got red hair. And I
It's a
wrote,
ginger.
gee whiz. Who do you think she's going to end up with in this movie? Who is going to be the romantic love interest? The dark haired guy who's a cheating scumbag? Or the smart ginger who feeds her a free hot dog during the Great Depression? A free hot dog
Yeah.
in the Great Depression. I assume everyone is starving to death right now. He is nice to her, smart. He invented a new hot dog cooking machine and gives her a free one. Guess what? Not the romantic lead. Of course not.
Oh.
She spits on him, and he should be count himself lucky to even get that, right?
To be fair, I think he does count himself lucky to get that.
Yes.
He
No,
seems to
that's the way to
really
portray
like
it.
being spit on.
The
Like,
ginger, you're lucky to get spit on by a hot woman.
I've never had a girl spit on me before. Oh my God. He is cooking hot dogs on a deconstructed bicycle that is hooked up to what
Yes.
appears to be a car battery um, by electrocuting the hot dogs. And that's what he injures himself by, like, electrocuting and stabbing his finger on one of the hot dog skewers on the
Yes.
bicycle wheel. And she spits on it and then packs it with mud and is like, this'll help it not blister. And he's just like, please spit on me again.
He does not say that.
He says it with his eyes. He's psyched that she's spit on him. They talk. He gives her a free hot dog for the medical care. I mean, it was a
He's
little
just
bit of an
being
exchange
nice to
for
her.
being spit on. He's excited.
Now you're trying to make him out to be a pervert.
He
Just
was a little
is a
pervert.
beautiful girl, and then she spits on him. He doesn't ask for that, and then
I will
all
say
he
also
says
she
is,
spits on him like from a distance, like,
"Oh no, it's
like
literally like,
horizontally,
you're just you piece of shit."
it's not like she spits down on him. It's like she holds the finger up like 4 feet from her face and like spits like a loogie, like dead on accuracy.
Well, yes. So yeah,
It's
of course,
impressive.
I know people probably don't even know or care, but there is never a ginger romantic lead in a movie ever. I
Hmm.
double dare you to think of one movie where the romantic lead is a redhead man.
All right. Here's what I'll say: is that
What?
I will do research. Dun dun dun. And if I can find one, that should be our next movie.
Okay, good. Put a pot of coffee on. It's gonna take you a while.
Everyone look out for the outro because if I'm capable, I'll do my best.
Yeah, right. You're
I
not
can't
gonna
think of
find it.
one off the top of my head. You
No,
are correct, but there might be
not
one out
TV
there.
show either. It's got to be a movie,
Gotta be a
and
movie.
not a side relationship. Romantic lead.
Main romantic lead, be a ginger.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. We'll see what can be done. I will say that he is just the best character throughout the movie.
What are
He's
you
so
talking about? He's
good.
barely in the movie. Yeah,
No,
don't worry,
he's
guys. He is gone for the next third of this movie after this
gone for
scene.
a chunk, but he comes back at the end and he comes back great. He's a very funny guy. I like him.
I guess I feel like he's got 30 seconds of screen time after this, but we'll
Jake,
get to it.
Jake feels personally attacked.
I mean, it's just what You go off all the time on stuff. This is a directly relates to me.
Oh, I know. I'm here for it. It's all right. We
It's
can talk
whatever.
about the baggage at the end.
We're all used to it. All us redheads are used to it, but
Yeah, we
whatever.
can talk
So,
about this the way that these movies have maligned and
anyway,
sidelined you as a people.
see, you're saying it now, even as a joke. But if you, if you, any other group of people, if you said they'd never been a romantic lead, people would be protesting. Gingers, that's hilarious. We'll laugh at them. All right, let's move on. Redhead's
Yeah.
out of the movie. What's his name? Do you even know?
Oh no.
Nope.
I have it in my
Great
head.
character, you said. You love this guy. Not in
I
the
do
movie.
love
You don't know
him.
his name.
What's his
So
name?
anyway, he's gone anyway, guys. You don't see him forever. Uh
Clifford.
Clifford,
Like
really?
like
The
the
big
big
red
red
guy?
dog.
Big red haired guy?
I had to go through my notes.
Oh
It's
my
Clifford.
god. Uh
Mm.
anyway, Sonora
Yeah.
goes and meets up with this guy's supposed to be like a Wild Bill type. Wild Bill was like the big Western show guy in the
Mm-hmm.
1800s who did that Wild West show that traveled. This guy's supposed to be like him, but all he does is horse diving, which I feel
Mm-hmm.
like is that Western? That's just a what's that have to do with the West?
It's just I almost feel like that's kind of what his son is arguing with him about. They just don't flesh it out very well because he's like the Buffalo Bill thing. It's
Well, he says
like
those days are over. I'm saying, what do you have to do with that at all anyway? All you do is horse
right,
diving. You're not doing like the rodeos and stuff.
right. This isn't like a the. Because my memory of the Buffalo Bill or the wild like those Wild West shows, they had like stunt shooting off of
Yeah.
horses and like
Yeah, they
it
do a
was
bunch of
more
crazy stuff. This is only horse diving. And he
yeah
dresses
yeah
up like a Wild West man. He's got like a cow horn chair, kind of crazy.
it's and the big fringes, the beaded
Yeah.
big fringe jacket.
Yeah, he's got the stupid
Yeah.
tassels on his vest and stuff. But his son leaves and Sonora walks in and she's like, I got great news for you. I'm your new horse diving girl. And he's like, what? I don't like you.
Yeah, I this interaction was one of my favorites as a kid. Just like walking in with all the confidence and swagger that an unearned teen demanding something can, only to be met with a guy who's like, "No. Why? I hate you."
Yep.
Like end of discussion. Like number
This
1,
is a
I don't
funny
like you.
scene. And this Gabrielle Anwar is pretty funny in this. She does a lot of
Yeah.
face stuff that's pretty funny. Uh, we did not see that in Three Musketeers. She has almost no personality in that movie.
I maybe that's why I really didn't like it's like I must have vaguely subconsciously recognized her cuz Three Musketeers made me remember this movie, but she is so much better in this movie than
Yeah,
her
well,
character in Three
she
Musketeers.
does have a character in this, and in the Three Musketeers, she's basically just Queen who
Furniture?
is upset.
Yeah. Yeah.
But all right, let me talk to you about this scene,
Okay.
just between you and me. So
Okay.
he's saying you don't have what it takes to be a diving girl,
Mhm.
and he
Mhm.
has a painting of the diving girl on the wall next to him.
Mhm.
He
Mhm.
takes a riding crop and he points right between her breasts,
Her boobies.
right between her boobs, and says, "You don't have what it takes." Does he mean boobs? She doesn't have a big enough rack?
Because then she says, "Well, give it time, I'll get them."
So this is a huge problem I have with the movie. So he's saying your boobs aren't big enough. When
Right?
we finally meet the horse diving woman, who's the already there, and she's what the drawing is, her boobs are not very big.
Mm-mm.
It's I was expecting huge honking tits on this woman, and we get barely not anything. There's barely anything there. So what is this guy even
Oh,
talking about?
I would like a soundbite of you saying, I was expecting huge honking tits on this woman. If you would like to give me a Christmas gift of just that soundbite for me to have on a little USB, I would really appreciate it. That's probably the best soundbite we've ever had on this show. You angrily screaming, I was expecting huge honking tits on this woman.
I was. He's playing it up like that. And we get barely anything from this woman later, but
The
whatever.
boobs are small and tasteful, but they are
Tasteful. Ugh.
not big enough to be like a reason for anything. This is kind of, I will say that as a kid, the boob reference went completely beyond me. I didn't
Oh,
pick up on it at all. Probably because I was just too little to grasp what he was referring
it's pretty
to.
clear. He's poking her right between the chest
Right.
and the painting.
Right. But, I was probably 6 when I watched this
Oh,
movie.
okay.
I'm not going to put together that he means boobs. To me, he's just pointing at a full-grown woman as if, like, you need to grow into an adult, like you're still a
Sure.
child. But now that I'm an adult, I'm like, oh, he means titties, because what do people come to see when they go to a show? Titties.
This is another thing I have about this movie
This
is
is a Disney movie.
this is a Disney movie, but they play up that the girl is so important in this horse diving. Meanwhile, you're seeing like how heavy are horses? 800 pounds, 1,000 pounds,
They're like a ton, whatever a ton
a
is.
metric ton.
I
I
think so. I
feel
think
like
most
the main
horses are a ton.
I feel like the main draw for horse diving is seeing a giant ass horse dive off of a thing into the water 100 feet. Who cares if who's riding it? But you can't see those honking tits up on the ramp. Like they're 100 feet up in the air. Who cares what they look like?
Right. I will say that I think that in general, though, like just the old timey bathing suits that they're wearing right now were considered kind of scandalous. Like that was a lot of women to be seen by the general public.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
because they're in these like old timey bathing suits that are basically like tank tops into like mid thigh skirts as far as their bathing suits. And it's like implied that there's a couple of scenes that imply that that's sort of scandalous to be seen in public. So I do think there was a little bit of a sex sells combo. Everyone wants to come and see a big old horse jump off a 80-foot tower, but what if there was a sexy lady on top of it?
Well, it wasn't working for me.
Mm, not enough big honkin' tits.
We forgot. There never is enough. But we forgot she does her superpower. When he wants her to leave, she hooks her feet into the chair she's sitting on and will not leave.
Yeah. And so he
But
just takes her chair and all,
he figures
and
out how to beat her with this move.
he's just like, I am
I'm
not impressed.
I'm a big strong man. I pick up the chair with you in it and throw you out that way.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so she finally, I thought it was going to show a shot of her. I didn't quite remember this. I thought it was going to show a shot of her sitting in that chair for ages, but she gives up pretty quick once she's outside the tent.
Yeah.
And goes to work the other angle, or maybe, as you believe, the angle she was working all along.
Yep. Her plan. She holds on to that ace card. She was working this guy from the start. And she goes up to the guy's son and says, your dad said to show me the horse diving platform and everything because I'm going to be the horse diver.
Yeah.
And son's like, hey, look, there it is. I'm done. He doesn't believe her. But
No,
then
because she's not doing she's, as an actress, she's doing a great job of acting like she can't act.
Mm,
Mm.
classic Chris O'Donnell.
Uh,
But she's got that ace up her sleeve. She literally has an ace up her sleeve, Vic. Takes the card
Yeah.
out and says, oh, you dropped something. And he's like, oh, she saved me from getting a legendary ass whooping from those guys. I guess I will help her look at the platform. And he takes her up there.
It's the weirdest thing is like she's not asking for more. It's like literally like just take me up there and let me look at it. And he's like, okay, fine. She does ask, do the horses ever get hurt?
I was
To
gonna
which
talk
he's
about this
like,
too.
nope,
Nope.
nope,
Nope. You push a 1-ton horse off a platform, they never get hurt.
nope. And he's like, and we never, and they like threw this in, which sounds so disingenuous. We never do anything to force them to run. We never use anything. They just do it because they like it. And it's like, what?
Yeah, I can only imagine this is a Disney thing where they're like, we don't want anyone to think this is bad for horses at all,
Mm-hmm.
even though we are forcing them off of a platform like 150 feet in the air into a little pool of water.
Yeah.
And not only does he say the horses never get hurt, he says only the girls riding it get hurt.
Only the girls riding it. So the horses never get hurt, only the girls riding them get hurt, which makes no sense. I mean, it does make sense that they would get hurt.
Yeah.
But the
I
horses would also
imagine
get
the
hurt.
danger would be being crushed by a 1,000-pound horse while you're falling 100 feet.
Oh my god. So many ways that you could get hurt.
That's not how
Like,
she gets hurt. We'll get to that at the end.
no.
It's a weird way to get hurt.
It's just there's a lot of ways that everyone involved can get hurt. But she does find a way to tag along.
She becomes the horse shit shoveler. A dream come true
hand.
for any lady.
You say that, except I've known so many girls who have become like essentially like what she's doing, like a stable hand to get like free lessons. Like it's a very common thing because horses are so unbelievably expensive that most people cannot even get lessons or lease them, like let alone own one. And so one of the most common ways to do that is to volunteer to do all of the shit shoveling.
Oh.
Like, so lots of barns have huge amounts of like usually 13 to 16-year-old girls that are shoveling enormous amounts of manure and doing anything they can around a barn to get free lessons from the people who own the horses.
Well, okay. Well, she is thrilled
Yeah.
that she gets to do this. And so, is this true? You become shit shoveler. You now get to live with the family who runs this show and travel with them and stay at their house.
I mean, I'd say no, but at the same time, my sister did it once for a while in Germany, so it happens.
Okay, all right.
Like, I guess I don't know how common my home and life experiences have been, but it's not unheard of.
All right. Well, I don't want to get bogged down in the details of this movie, but she becomes shit shoveler immediately.
Yep.
The horse diving season is over, guys. Sorry. If you were hoping,
Yep.
by the way, we don't see any horse diving for a long time in this
For a
movie,
while.
guys.
Yeah.
For a movie about horse diving, it takes a long time to get us there. So, she's in the show. Shit shoveling. Season's over. We're going to Virginia to live in our house in the off season.
But don't worry, she's still thrilled as she's getting to see the world, which is whatever it takes to get from Okefenokee, Georgia, Florida, I don't know, Okefenokee to Virginia. And she's like, oh my God, I'm a traveled woman now.
I've seen the woods in Georgia and I've seen the woods in Virginia. Wow.
And they come up to the house and she's like, and it's the most beautiful house I'd ever seen in my life. And I mean, it's big, but it is run down.
Well, remember she's from
Victorian home.
She's from a bunch of dirt farmers and chicken pokers.
Dirt farm, chicken poke town.
Yeah. So to her, this is a mansion.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And this is where we get, all the flirting between her and dark-haired dude.
And again, it's so weird because as a kid, I don't think I paid attention to any of it because I was just watching all the horses, and all I've written down is hee hee hee. All the horses are having such a good time. It's like a montage. It's like a montage of them flirting, but the only thing I can see is how much fun the horses are having, which I think was also what 6-year-old me could see. 6-year-old me
Yeah.
was like, look at that horse. That's a pretty horse. I like that horse.
Yep. Also, strange training, Vic. Like, you need to jump a horse into a pool of water. Why are you practicing horseback riding? Who cares? You need to practice holding onto a horse while it's flying through the air. That's your practice.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I also wrote down that's not even remotely how you train a horse. Like, they sort of imply that the horse that Al, which is the son and the love interest, got is like unbroken, like that, as if it's not even safe to be ridden.
Yeah, so
But
this is how she can prove herself. They get an unbroken horse. It's wild. It won't let anyone ride it. And it's
yeah,
up to her to tame wild Mustang, right?
yeah, he's a beautiful horse.
You
He's a
know, I knew
beautiful
a
dapple
guy who
gray.
I used to work on oil rigs in Wyoming,
Mm.
and I was talking to this older guy, and he said when he was a kid, him and his brother would find those wild Mustangs and
Yeah,
wrangle them, break them, and then you could sell them for a ton of money. And that's how him and his brother would make money back in the day.
yeah. Horse
Isn't
flipping is actually a pretty like
that the most Wyoming thing you ever heard?
that's pretty Wyoming. I mean, it's I don't want to say it's lucrative. It's one of those things that people think is going to be lucrative and then is almost always a disaster because
Horse
especially
bites,
wild horses
get bit.
have huge amounts of health problems.
Oh,
Um, but there's money in it. Like, people do that, and it's just kind of, you know, it's risky. It's risky business. This is not how you would do it, though.
oh,
Like,
yeah.
all the things they montage show, you're just like, why would that be how you start? Especially like a horse that's really skittish. They do a lot of things. I mean, the thing is that the horse actor is acting very well. Like, the horse actors
Oh,
in this are excellent. Lots of rearing, lots of acting like they're very upset when, again, ears forward, that horse isn't upset. That horse is like, oh, you want me to act like I'm mad about this? Oh, I'm so
for
mad. I'm so
everyone in the
mad.
last episode, Vic did a huge horse breakdown and told us, "Yep, no, you can see it if you're watching
You can see it now
video."
if we're doing a video. Happy horse, unhappy horse.
Whoa,
Happy horse, unhappy horse. This, like when it's kind of flicking around, that's sort of neutral horse. Horse is fine.
that was a crash course in horse. Yes.
I love it. They name the horse Clarence at the beginning.
Yeah.
Dumbest horse name I've ever heard.
No. No one wants Clarence the horse.
No one wants Clarence. I don't know when it becomes Lightning, but eventually
It should
the
be
horse is named Lightning.
should be
They don't.
Lightning too, because it wasn't her first horse named Lightning. The draft horse.
Oh, was he? I
Yeah.
don't even remember
So this is
now.
Lightning 2.
Yeah. Yeah. Not very unique in her ability to name horses.
Yeah,
Um,
you think that's it? She's just like, I
that's
only got one horse name and they're all gonna be
she's got
Lightning.
one in there. Um, so then, as part of this montage of them flirting and secretly training this horse, we get the apparently intensely needed character trope of kids having folded pieces of pamphlets from cities when they're talking about their dreams
That's how you know they got a
because
dream.
they've got a dream, they've got a folded pamphlet with the name of some city and a tagline, and she pulls out this like magazine cover about Atlantic City, and
This is
he's
like
like,
James and the
what's
Giant Peach.
he's like, what's Atlantic City? And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, it's a major city.
Is that what he says? I thought he
He
knew
like
about it.
doesn't know what Atlantic City is.
He's never heard of it.
He's never heard of it.
He's
A,
literally
a
a traveling
degenerate
showman.
gambler.
Yeah, and a gambler. You're right.
A degenerate gambler
Atlantic
traveling
City.
salesman is like, what's Atlantic City? The other movie that I thought of was it's not just James and the Giant Peach. Isn't this also in like Fievel American Tail?
I don't
The
know. I don't
the
remember.
The one with the little mice when they come to America. It's like he has like the dad
Oh,
has like a thing about America and like their dreams coming true.
somewhere out
Oh, that's a rough
there.
one. That
I don't
one's
know.
sad.
I don't remember anything from it.
On the list.
I think it was scarring.
I think it was.
Okay,
You
well,
remember you don't remember anything from it yet you're singing the song.
am I?
Yeah. You didn't
Under
know
the
what that
pale
song is? Oh
moonlight.
my god, you're being facetious.
Nope. I don't know what I'm saying.
Oh my god.
All right, moving on.
Yeah.
Here's another bullshit scene, Vic. The other diving woman's getting jealous of this girl, and she says, "You're not pretty enough to be a diving horse girl," or whatever, without taking care of your hair and all this stuff. So
It's
once
one of the
again, what?
it's one of the funniest burns because what she actually says while she's getting her makeup, she's like doing her makeup in the mirror. She looks at her and she goes, "Having no natural beauty of your own, you must really take care of yourself."
Again,
It's
this is Gabrielle Anwar, the hottest person in this whole fucking movie, and everyone treats her like some just gross girl.
some hideous teenage dirtbag, and they're just like,
So
"You're
again,
so ugly."
she gets her hair done, puts on makeup.
Mm-hmm.
You would think this scene would be done in a funny way where she puts on way too much or something. But no, she comes downstairs for breakfast looking amazing. Her hair is awesome, like curled up and everything.
Yeah,
Proper amount of makeup on, looking fabulous. And they
right.
laugh at her.
Literally, they all laugh in her face as she
Like,
tries
this
to
is
eat
a
breakfast.
beautiful actress coming downstairs in full makeup, and everyone laughs. You're like, this is like, what? Like, no, you look
So
even hotter now.
so Dan and I had a theory while we were watching it,
Ooh, okay.
which was it was so startling to see somebody be so attractive and have everyone in the sort of world of the movie treat her like she looks like a joke
Yep.
that we feel like this was a cheap movie ploy as
Yes.
it is where she is made to look more modernly attractive, like what people in the 90s as far as like makeup, hair, and even some elements of clothing style were more 90s for her than everyone else who was put in more sort of like silly period a little bit. And we think that it was supposed to make you be like, oh, she was just ahead of her time. She was just so beautiful, but she was like, she wasn't understood in that era.
I don't know, Vic. Have you ever seen that SNL sketch where it's Pamela Anderson and it's a parody of the Twilight Zone where everyone has pig noses?
Oh no.
All
This
right.
sounds
This might be
amazing.
too much explaining to be worth it, but I'm going to do it anyway.
All right.
So there is what?
Hang on. This is let's listen to Jake over explaining something.
Great
There you
title.
go. Yeah, thank
All
you.
right. So there is a Twilight Zone episode where it's a world where all you see are the hands of this doctor, and he's like, actually, I kind of forget the episode, but it
Wow.
turned the
Great start.
they're,
Strong
they're
start for
they're
your
working on this.
inaugural episode.
Oh, no, I remember. So it's like a plastic surgeon, and
Mm-hmm.
they're working on this girl, and it turns out the main reveal is they're talking about how hideous she is, and they take off the sheet. It's like a beautiful woman, perfect face, but all the doctors have pig noses, and they're like,
Scandal.
she's so hideous, she doesn't have the pig nose. And then in the SNL sketch, they do the same thing, but it's Pamela Anderson, and they pull off the
Mm-hmm.
sheet, and it's Pamela Anderson, normal face, normal nose, and all the male doctors with pig noses are like, "Oh, dude, she's hot." And then there's one female doctor, pig nose doctor. She's like, "No, she doesn't have a pig nose like us." They're like, "We don't care. This girl is hot."
Cause what is it that you're looking for, Jake? Big hunkin' titties?
That does
That's
sound like
all
something I would say.
nobody can tell what your nose looks like if you just have big
If they're
old
big enough.
tits. If they're big enough, who can see them? Nobody.
But you
Nobody
see
can
what
see your
they're making the
nose.
point of, yeah, it doesn't matter if you're 30s hot, 90s hot, you are hot, and you got a nice symmetrical face, beautiful.
Hmm.
I don't think it matters if your fashion's a little different, but it's a good theory. I like it.
That's. I mean, I'm not saying I think they're doing it well. I'm saying I think that they're doing that they're
But
trying.
even when she cuts her hair, it's to the
Oh,
person.
it's so
It's to
perfectly done.
it's to match it with the picture. So
I
she's
know.
matching the style.
It's, but we have to be physically
She's
told that
she's the
she's wrong.
underdog. She's the
Yeah.
underdog, even though she is by far the hottest person in the movie, and everyone
Yeah.
would just be handing her things in real life.
Which this also just really bothers me, the amount of emphasis on her being a kid and a child, because it makes the romance between her and Al so uncomfortable.
That's his
Because
name,
if,
Al.
yeah, his name's Al.
Mhm.
I think sometimes they call him Alec, but I think his nickname is like Al.
Yeah,
They
he is a big, tall dude. He looks like he's 30.
he looks, yeah. And they're constantly drawing attention to the fact that this girl is like a kid, and she's a kid and she's young and she's too much of a kid for this, and it's like, well, how young is she really supposed to be in this? um because I think she's supposed to be like 15, 16.
I think she's supposed to. I mean, she is in what grade school, I guess, and school scene.
Yeah,
All
like
right, let's
she's,
not focus on that. I don't think Disney wants us to.
I mean, what do you mean you don't think they want to? It's one of like the defining, it's the reason why Alec and his father have a falling out, or Al and his father
Yes,
have a
let's.
falling
All right,
out.
so,
You can't brush it under the rug. This is super
oh
intentional.
God, I can't. All right, let's talk about it. They go swimming in their
Mm-hmm.
stupid old timey swim trunks, where the guy's wearing like
Yeah.
a full overall kind of swimming trunk thing.
A lot of
Uh,
uncomfortable bathing suits in this
yeah, and
in
they
this movie.
kiss in the water. She gets
Mm-hmm.
her first kiss, freaks out, and leaves. Alec comes back to the kitchen completely dry all of a sudden in his stupid swim trunks too. And her father goes, I don't want you messing with that girl. And he's like, how? He just says that. Somehow he knows. And he's like, how do you know? It's like, I can see your big honking boner in those swim trunks.
it's it's kind of like, I kind of read it as, you guys aren't being secretive at all. It's like four of us living in this
Oh,
house. We
you
all
don't
know
think
what
he
the
was
fuck's
all
going
boned up
on.
still from that pond? And
I
Dad's like,
mean,
I know what's going on.
know what's going on. I mean, I will also say that this movie has a lot of adults backhanding their children.
Oh, yeah. We got some child abuse here. A lot of
Yeah, because
hits.
he's basically like, leave that girl alone. She's too young to deal with your shenanigans. And the guy's like, oh, I'm not even doing anything. And he's like, well, leave it that way. And then he says something else, and the dad just smacks him across the face.
Yep.
like,
But this is to add in the forbidden love part, Big.
mm-hmm. He's
Girls
got his
love it when
little.
they can't be with the guy that makes it all the better, right?
Well, I think that there's this thing that they've set up this really uncomfortable age gap, right? Like, they've set up this really uncomfortable age gap between the two of them. And then, and with a guy who is, according to the movie, sort of like a frivolous, card shark. Like, he's not a good
Degenerate.
guy. Yeah. And so they have to sort of backtrack and sort of retell him as if he's now different, that it, because otherwise it's, and the thing that's weird is I had kind of forgotten this whole plot line. I think because when I was a kid I didn't care about it. um so I was like, they don't end up together, right? Like, they don't end up.
What? You didn't remember they ended up together?
No.
I knew
I
from the
am gonna
first fucking scene that they were gonna end up together.
I'm gonna be honest, I was shocked, and I was like, he's doesn't he, I like thought that he, messed around with her and then abandoned her.
Oh, I
And
did
she
think that
was,
might happen.
I
Maybe
that's what
she'd
I
get with
thought
the
was gonna
ginger after
happen.
that? Nope.
Yeah, maybe. No, but
Not in my
I
wildest
forgot
dreams.
this. For as a movie that is so clearly hinging on girls wanting to watch for the romance, I was wholly unaware that it was going on when I was a kid.
Nope. Vic's here for the horses. That's it.
Here for the horses.
So they're have that argument. He doesn't want him to see that girl no more. Classic.
Even though they live together.
Yeah, right? Two single hot people living in the same shack. They're shacking up. You know it.
But yeah, the dad basically makes that call, and tensions are high.
Couldn't be higher. The
Mhm.
drama.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. They're still teaching her how to ride. And we get
I think,
another. Do we immediately go to another dad fight?
well, they kind of decide that it's time to reveal that they've trained this horse,
Oh.
and so he's out there working with the main woman on the other horse, and they come out and are like, "Look, we secretly trained this horse," which I just don't see how. Like, it's just the four of them living on this farm. How would you not notice that this horse is being ridden
The
all the
dad is always
time?
on the other side of the house. They're in the front.
Always.
They're in the front yard. He's always in the backyard. He never saw it.
No, he never goes into the front yard. So they do that, and the dad basically decides to say that if she can do this mounting, like if she can get on the horse from movement, like from the horse
Oh,
moving,
that's right. So
that
this
that
we
he'll
get
agree
another.
to train her to do the actual diving.
We get a lot of falls in this. A lot of pratfalls.
Mm-hmm.
I was
Mm-hmm.
laughing. I don't know about you.
It's one of these things where, again, it's just like, this is not how you would teach someone to do this.
No.
Like, you would not start with, okay, you've never done this movement before. We're going to have this horse gallop past you, and you're just going to go for it for what appears to be hours. Like, just
Yes.
endless hours of her
She's falling off the
repeatedly.
horse over and over again. She gets a bloody nose. She eats.
Yeah,
Her face is hitting the ground.
lots of thwomp,
Hilarious.
thwomp, thwomp as her body is repeatedly just smashed into the
Beaten.
ground.
But
Mm-hmm.
you know she gets there. She gets it
Well,
eventually.
and the Al is like, "You're pushing her too hard. You've got to stop. Like, this has to
Oh,
stop." And
you're
then the
writing. You're
dad's
writing
like,
checks your body can't cash. That's what he says.
"Does he say that?"
Oh, that's from Top Gun.
I was like, "What do you mean? That seems really out of
That would be a
place."
great line. Sonora, you're
She
writing checks your body can't cash.
he wants to pull the plug. The dad's like, either you put up or shut up. Like, are you a quitter or
Are you a
are
horse
you?
diver or not?
Yeah,
And she is.
exactly.
She was born to do this crazy animal cruelty. Even though the
She
horses never get hurt ever.
The horses never get hurt. She is like, she gets herself back up and she does it. I mean, not immediately. There's a couple more falls, which I appreciated, that at least, that it's not like he gives the rough speech and then she's like, okay, and then immediately does it. It is a few more falls.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a montage. But at the end of it, Al is like, he's seen him push his mother to the brink and he's not going to watch him push this girl to the brink either. And he decides he's got to go.
All right. I guess he had a mom at some point. They never really talk about her.
They kind of talk about her, like, here and there. Like, there's a point where I think Al and Sonora talk about their parents, and she's just like, mine are dead. And
Don't
he's
care
like,
about
my
that. Never
mom.
see her sad about it.
No, she does
Or her
not seem to care
sister.
about
That
it.
sister she has. Does she ever
Sister
mention
is
her again?
gone.
Nope.
No. She's like, my nobody. I don't have any family. Everyone's dead except for the sister who I abandoned.
But let's not talk
But
about her.
no, it's not. Al is like, I had a mom and she couldn't handle she couldn't handle the pressure of my dad. Like, my dad only cares about the show and he doesn't care about
Again,
anything
they're
else.
making it sound like he runs a huge show. All he does is horse timing. Like,
Right.
and
Which
once you got
also,
it down, you got it down. How much more work is there?
Also doesn't even feel like that's true because everything we've seen of Dr. Carver, the guy running it all, is that like he is not going to put Sonia in a position until she's ready. He doesn't think that she's old enough to really be a part of this. He doesn't want his dirtbag son messing around with her because it's not right. Like all we've seen from him actually is that he takes it very seriously and kind of doesn't put anybody at risk, whether it be the horses or like they don't even show a single scene of him doing anything that endangers the horse or riders. He's just like, my son's a dirtbag and I want you to stay away from this underage child. And they're like, what a scumbag this dad is.
Yep. But yeah,
Um,
he's, I guess, a pretty responsible guy for a 1930s showman.
right? Like, I mean, his horses are really well fed and they never actually show them being like
Yeah, for
abused in
me,
any
for
way.
that whole setup with Herbert Hoover about this is in the Great Depression, everyone seems happy and doing fine. I'm like, wouldn't you all be starving to death right now? Like, literally.
Yeah, it's
You'd be eating those
confusing.
horses in the
I
30s.
mean, they're really well fed for the Great Depression.
Yeah.
But
So
yeah,
anyway,
Al just
what?
walks out of Virginia, I guess.
Yeah, so they fight and he's like, I'm out of here. I'm gonna go become a gambling man or something. What's that? Atlantic City? That place?
What was that place? He just on foot leaves these Virginia woods that they live in.
He's walking there.
Yeah. It's
But
it,
so
he makes a
that's sad.
promise. He makes a
Yes.
promise to um, write her, and then disappears into the sunset.
And you know those letters are never getting to Sonora because a
Mm-mm.
mean old dad is gonna be burning them in the fireplace.
I
It
mean, and
happens every time.
this is like the only thing you see that could even be a criticism of the dad is that he refuses to deliver these letters.
Yep.
Um, but he does. He destroys each and every one of them. So,
So big cast change here for the horse diving show.
mm-hmm,
Al is left. The old diving girl will not share the spotlight because this
mm-hmm,
is. I mean, everyone loves the horse diving girl. You want to be the only one. To have
right.
two and have to share that limelight? No way. She
Mm-mm.
walks. I'm
Yeah.
like, what? She's gonna be an actress or something. It's
What
like,
is your
lady,
plan,
you
lady?
ride a horse into a pool. How the hell are you gonna be an actress from that?
In the Great Depression, again, like leaving job security it's staggering. Um,
But she's out too.
mm-hmm,
Sonora and Doc, whatever, is the only two people left,
Carver.
and they're gonna make a go of it.
And then our ginger friend comes back.
Yes, been about 30 minutes since we saw him, but
Yeah,
they meet up with
Clifford.
him again. Clifford, we all love him.
Yeah.
And he's been tinkering. I'll give you this. I did not know what Clifford was up to, and the end is pretty amazing.
Great. Clifford's an excellent character.
But at this point in the movie, all he's got is a dirt bike or something. A motorcycle in the 30s looks pretty modern to me, but he's got
And
a motorcycle.
they do have like a talk. I can't remember if this is in the first conversation or in some of these that like he is trying to figure out an act. Like it is like
No, yeah, he said that in the beginning. He's still working
he's
out what he wants to
yeah.
do.
But they show
Is
this
it
is the
hot
first
dogs? Is it motorcycles? I don't know yet. Can I
this is the
combine these two into something? That would be fun.
This is I mean we get back to some of the actual horse diving again. We've had
What do you
very
mean
little
get
of it.
back to it? This is the first time we actually see it.
No, no,
No, I
technically
know what you're talking about. They don't show it in the beginning. You just hear a splash and the girl gets out. They don't show the horse falling.
they don't show it when Sonora
No.
watches it. Oh, they show her reaction.
Yes, they
Yeah,
don't
you're
show the
right.
dive. We have not seen a horse dive for 45 minutes in this fucking movie, guys. I came for the horse diving. I don't get it for 45 minutes. That is a
Yeah.
failure on this movie.
Oh my god. It happens now. Now we get it.
Finally.
Mm-hmm.
And Sonora does it. So, guys, this is what happened. This is the act. She stands up on this 100-foot platform. The horse, on its own, runs up the platform.
Mm-hmm.
She has to again, I don't understand why it has to be so complex. I came to see a horse fly through the air, but the horse has to run up the platform. She has to jump on its back as it goes past her. Then they both go over the platform, fall 100 feet into this pool of water.
Mm-hmm.
She gets out. We don't see any big honking tits. She just waves and show's over.
I mean, it's quick. It's quick. I mean, I think there's drama in the climbing up this enormous ladder. Like they kind of build it like that would be drama. I mean, it's the 30s. It's like people are probably pretty entertained. You
I'm
know,
just
they don't have
saying, do you need
TV.
a rider? I just want to see the horse fly into the water. Like she
Yeah.
could stand at the bottom and wave. I don't know,
Yeah.
but
I mean, I think there's,
it wouldn't be much of a movie, I guess.
yeah, it's just like look at these horses. They do whatever they want
But
all on their own.
she trained to do this. Jump on the
Yeah.
horse as it goes over. She's great at it. We all love it.
It's pretty
Crowd
great.
goes
I mean,
wild.
the image of the horse jumping and then falling into the water is pretty great. I'll say the brief image of the height is CGI. Like when they do the full frame shot of the horse falling in, that is not real footage. And
No, it's not. They didn't actually push a horse over a platform, which is disappointing.
well, apparently they did. They just didn't do ones nearly that high.
Oh, yeah.
in
Well,
in the filming they did it, but it was only like I think it was like a 15 or 20-foot jump or something. It was
well, that's
enough to
pretty
get the
good.
horse to dive into the water. They did do that, but they didn't do it from that height because that would have been too dangerous.
Okay. So, yeah, it does look pretty real.
It looks very real because the takeoff at the top and the landing in the water is all real, but they just
Okay.
for the larger shot of the distance, they faked that because they weren't having the horses jump from something nearly that tall. They were having them, I mean, still like 20 feet, whatever it was
Pretty
still
good.
high, which is
Yeah.
insane. But it wasn't as ludicrously tall as the movies made it seem. Although I think that when people did it, it was from like 60 or 80 feet.
No, I
Um,
think it was a horrible practice. But
yeah, like it's
to
gone
force
probably for a very good reason.
to force
Uh,
horses to jump from that high up into water. Goddamn.
I did do, and I kind of knew some of this, but I didn't. I did more of it partly because of my confusion of this movie on what was real and what wasn't about the story at the end of
Oh,
this.
reality itself was thrown out of whack for you.
Yeah, so I had to do a little bit of digging on that. And apparently Dr. Carver, the person who came up with this act, did so because the story goes that he was like seeing a woman who another guy didn't want him to see. And like one of the times he went, he had to cross this like wooden bridge to go see her. And this guy who was jealous had intentionally sabotaged some of the boards on the bridge, and
What?
he and his horse fell through into like this ravine lake below, and he and the horse were both fine, and he was like I could make an act out of this.
Like, oh,
And
hey.
it started as a play that he used to put on where the stage would open up and there was a trough of water below and the horse would fall through the stage into that. And then he discovered that of the horses that he owned, there were a handful of them that seemed to like it and would occasionally kind of bolt off and jump back into the trough. Like,
Oh.
and his story and what they claim is that he started this because he kind of discovered that of the horses that he trained, which there were a lot of them, there were some that liked jumping into water.
Oh, they
Um,
do say that in the movie too. When they're reassuring us that horses never get hurt, the guy also says, and if they don't like it, we don't put them in the show.
well, which makes more sense in the real story because he had a lot of other horse shows. And so he was never going to make a horse do this one if they weren't naturally talented at it. He'd just put them in something else. but
Yes,
also it
I
makes
feel
more
like
sense
that's what
because
is
he
missing
was
in
a
this
bigger
movie.
showman and he
Yeah.
had a whole show that had other horse
I'm
acts.
starting to think this might be a budget problem where they're like, guys, we're not doing like a
It's the
whole
Great
fucking Western
Depression.
show.
Yeah, it's the Great
Let's just
Depression,
do the diving. No, I
even
mean
for
for the
live
movie
action
budget. The
Disney.
movie
Yeah,
budget. Oh yeah, they're going on a depression budget for this
yeah,
90s
they
movie.
wanted to be thematically appropriate.
Yeah, so we're not doing the other stuff. It's
Uh,
just horse diving. That's
yeah.
what we want.
Hmm.
All right, what happens next, Vic? I don't know.
Well, well, so they do the
Oh, wait, no,
season.
no. So the ginger is back. They talk, and then this is her issue before the horse diving. She nails horse diving, but like we
Hmm.
all know she can do that. She goes, "I don't know how to bow."
Right.
Okay,
It's like
bow. It's this is a 30-second thing we can take care of. Like it's this
no,
weird. They really play it up. I can't bow. I don't
I'm
know
gonna
how.
feel so awkward. I've
Like,
never done it before.
and the guy's like, "No, you're bowing. That's the main part of the show. You have to."
Dr. Carver was like, "Get over it," and
How will
then
people know if the show is over if you don't bow?
yeah, as if the horse falling through the air isn't a big
Yeah,
enough symbol
the
that this is the
horses. Yeah, the
climactic
horses hit
end.
the water. Show over. Nope.
I, I
So this
love
is like a
that
big argument.
she's like so anxious and nervous and hung up on this like whole thing and the bowing and the being in the public spotlight basically, and she just turns to him as she's leaving and she's like, if I can't do it, will you hate me, or like if I can't
Yeah.
do it, will you be mad at me? And he's like,
About the bowing? Is it? She's still talking
no,
about bowing or the
I
whole
think she's just saying
show?
like I think it's like they're implying that it's the bowing, but it's also like the bowing is, a foil for the fact that she's anxious and she's trying to pretend like she isn't anxious. That's how
Oh,
I read it. Like it's
okay.
not about the bowing, it's that she's anxious and she's saying it's that because she doesn't want to say she's afraid.
It's
Um
hard for me to pick up on subtext, even when it's
mm,
written as beautifully as this movie is.
but I just like
Hard.
she's like, will you hate me for it? And he's like, yeah. And then he just leaves. Like, yeah, of course I'll hate you for it.
Yep. Keep her motivated.
Yeah, Dr. Carver is very withholding.
Yeah.
Oh. But no, I think that then what happens is, they do the show. She's great. They do a couple more, but ultimately it is the Great Depression. And so we get this montage of posters that they now have as if the show's doing really well that then get covered over with canceled.
Yeah.
Canceled.
Families are like, kids, it's either we eat this week or we go see the horse diving show. I don't know what to pick.
Very challenging.
Times is tough.
Yeah, eventually it appears that the people of America decide that it's more important that they eat than go and see carnival shows. Um,
Dang.
yeah.
So, yep,
So
we're canceled.
they're just back in Virginia.
But Al sees these posters and he's reminded, like, oh, yeah, wasn't I seeing that hot girl earlier?
Hey, how's
Maybe I'll
she
hook back
doing?
up with her.
I mean, to be fair, we've also been getting montages cut in here of him constantly writing her and the dad burning and destroying the letters.
Yep.
Like there's more of those cut in, but yeah, he like sees that and then you're not entirely sure what that's supposed to mean to him, but he does see
No,
that and then he
it is
goes
like
to
he
Atlantic
hasn't seen how
City.
hot she's been. She is in a
Right.
couple months, and he's like, oh, yeah, she's really hot. Let me go
And
meet
then
up with her.
he goes to Atlantic City first. And you're not entirely sure why, because
Oh,
maybe he's going to
he's
get a
wheeling
job
and
there.
dealing is what he's doing.
Mm-hmm. Cut back to the Virginia farm where Clifford, our redheaded hero, and Dr. Carver are going to go get work for them. And Sonora's got to watch the horses.
Okay, so yes, they're gonna go get some work.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna admit, I think I kind of wandered out of the room during this part, so I'm gonna let you explain what happens. I know we got a sick horse or something going on.
Yeah. So this scene was a lot bigger to my sister and I because when so Sonora goes in, and the thing that's really weird is for somebody who's supposed to be so good with horses and spent so much time around them, the fact that she wouldn't recognize what colic is actually crazy to me.
Oh, good
Um
lord, it's colic.
yeah, so colic in horses, I'm not a veterinarian, shockingly enough. Uh, so I'm not entirely sure how to describe what's happening, but it's essentially like a
But you are
gastrointestinal.
making fun of the main character for being so dumb to not recognize what you
Yeah, because
kind of understand.
when a horse is lying down from colic, you have to get them up and walking or they will die.
Oh, I think I
There's
did know this. You can't
there's
let the horse
abs
lie down.
no. The idea that she would lay down with it essentially all night is insane. The
Oh,
horse would
right.
definitely be dead. Like that is not
And
like
I thought he was going to die. I thought this was going to be the scarring part. I was like, I'm sure this horse is going to die. This is why Vic thinks this is such a sad movie.
I 100% was like, here it comes. This is where the horse dies. And then when she lets him lie there all night, I'm like, oh my God, she doesn't know that it's colic. That's insane. This is where it happens. This is where the horse dies. This is what, this horse that she's trained this whole time, this is where it dies. Al comes and is like, it's colic. We've got to get him up. And I was like, it's going to be too late. And he's going to have to tell her it's too late. No,
Nope. He's
not at
fine,
all.
guys. There's not going to be any
They're
horse
like,
deaths in this movie.
not only that, they stand him up almost and they walk him, 5 feet and they're like, he's gonna be fine. That,
Yay.
okay, here's the thing. I have actual vivid memories of being a kid. My sister was a very serious rider, and I was like a kid at the barn because she was very serious and I just liked hanging out with horses.
Yeah.
There was a horse there that colicked, and literally everybody at the barn had to go on a rotation to keep this horse walking and from lying down for like 48 hours. So everyone was on
Wow.
shifts, and the horse would try to lie down all the time, and there would have to be enough people to run and like basically push and force the horse to like keep walking, because
Wow.
if it lied down it would probably not get back up and it would probably die there. And I do think that moldy hay is the main cause of it, but I think
Oh.
down here in Florida it's worse because there's lots of sand and shit in our grass. Like there's the grass down here is, I think horses can be more prone to colic down here, or there was something where a lot of people were very upset and were blaming the barn owner for the conditions of both the pastures and how they kept them. But
Hmm.
I was little and didn't understand a lot. I just understood the intense urgency and watching like lots of people like basically exhausting themselves physically, and some of the owners of that horse like crying because they were like, what if he dies? Because people own horses for like 20, 30 years. Like you're very connected and attached to these animals when you own them. And I was just blown away by how like, oh, it's colic. I'll just cuddle with him on the ground. Oh,
Little
don't
cuddle.
worry. Now that he's walked like, 2 yards, he's gonna be fine. Like,
He's fine, guys. Horses cannot be hurt. Not in this movie.
that is not the scenario. And then instead of thinking maybe I've misremembered this movie, I was like, oh, it comes later. It must come even later. The big, injury to this horse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But it's not now. It's not the colic. And it's just that's mind boggling to me that that's how they handle colic. Also, that she like runs up and is like, they're having this intimate hug because he's back. I'm like, Lightning is dying.
Nope. He's fine.
There's no sense of urgency. This is an urgent matter. This is very urgent. And everyone's just like, where have you been? Oh, it's been so long. What? This horse is gonna die here.
Nope.
He's
He's
fine.
fine, Vic. But
He's fine.
I can't say the same for our doctor.
Mm-hmm.
He comes back and they all go on the road. They all make amends. Father,
Yeah, there's sort of
son, and
man
shit shoveler.
tension.
They're all together again.
Yeah.
And they're back on the road. But old Doc, he doesn't seem to be feeling too good for about
Yeah.
30 seconds. And then I'm afraid he is dead. He goes, oh, my chest isn't feeling very good. She's like,
wanders off into the woods and lies down next to a
she's
tree
like,
and
we need to stop.
dies.
We need to stop. And he's like, I just need some air, even though they're sitting in an open air carriage. And he goes over to a tree and falls over dead.
It's even in my mind a little bit worse than that because he kind of, now that his son is back and he can see that his son has been sort of diligently writing letters, it's like he's coming around to the fact that it was probably wrong for him to hide those letters all that time. And he
Yes, it
sort of
comes out that the
clumsily,
letter she finds out that the guy's been writing her letters all the time.
but the dad is sort of like clumsily attempting to consider apologizing for a mistake. And the mere thought of having to apologize and recognize a mistake on his part kills him.
Oh, that's how
He
you're
would
reading it.
rather drop dead than sort of face an apology
I would
to.
agree with you, Vic, if they don't make this guy evil at all. He's
No,
not evil enough
no,
for any of this. He's just a nice
no.
guy, it seems like in the end, and he dies. This is supposed to be the sad part,
And you
and
know that
I
he's
don't
dead
really
because
care.
his mullet billows in the wind, and then there's a
That's his
shot of a
soul. That's his
dandelion
soul leaving
leaves.
his body. It's
Yeah, the soul
the
has left
breeze of his soul coming out of the mullet.
his spirit has returned to be one with the natives and the earth,
Yep.
and he has passed on. And you can infer that by the dandelion leaves blowing in the wind, and then
This is
the
supposed
shot
to
of
be
the
very
mullet hair
sad.
in the
Yes.
sunlight.
This is supposed to be very
Um,
sad. I don't really care. I wasn't emotionally invested in this guy.
no, and he'd just rather die than be like, "Hey guys, I don't think anything's. I think there's actually something wrong with me."
All right,
He'd
that's
rather
Vic's
just
take. Write in the
he'd
comments
rather
if you
just
agree with
die.
her. But
Uh,
who cares? We all know how to horse dive now, so we can keep that horse diving show going. That's what I care about.
we
I
don't
want to
need it.
see horses hitting water.
We've got a 6-month contract for Atlantic City, and we'll be
Yes,
damned if the death of the head of this is going to even stop us
that
for a
is the big
beat.
news. Al came back to tell them I have a show for you. That's why they left.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And get back. And is this the part, Vic, where things go awry?
Well, I just want to make a little point that the son, who's the Al, has been one of the most atrocious
I wrote
actors
in
the
my
whole
note.
time.
Yes. And I
He's
wrote in my
so
notes,
bad.
fuck this movie at this point. I'm just getting mad now.
It's like Al is just so deadpan all the time with no
No, he's
emotion.
a weak actor, and she's in
Very
love with
weak.
this guy. I think that's why I wrote "fuck this movie."
Yeah.
Is he is a
Yeah.
shitty actor, but she's in love with him, not Clifford. But
Oh,
whatever.
whatever.
So
So
yes,
fake. I'll say that the whole concept of him as the ringleader is so ridiculous because even when they, like, Clifford and Sonora come up on him practicing and he sounds so bad. Like, no
yes.
inflection, no intonation, no charisma, no energy, no nothing. And then, as a way of mocking him, Clifford sort of mocks him with the intro. And it's like, just let Clifford do this. Him mocking him is a better job of
Oh
being a
yeah,
showman
let
and
Clifford do
introducing
it.
him. Let Clifford do it. Let Clifford be the front man. You be the money guy in the background wearing suits and making the contracts, and let Clifford be the one as the face of the show. He's way more
Nope,
of a
we'd
showman.
have to put him more in the movie, and we're not doing that.
We're
Not for
not
this
doing
ginger
that.
bastard.
Sonora has a solution, which is to make him wear the fringe jacket, because, as we all know, charisma is stored in the fringes of jackets.
Mm-hmm.
More fringe, more panache is what I wrote down here.
Panache.
Panache. Um, but yeah, it doesn't really work because the actor himself is completely unskilled for the role in which he is playing.
Yes, sounds like shit. But he introduces her. She goes up.
Well, he proposes to
Oh my
her
god, yes. So she's about to do her big.
publicly.
I thought this was a bad move on his part. She should be
Very.
focused on one thing, that is horse diving. This horse has
100%.
got to go flying through the air into the water. That is the only
Mm-hmm.
thing you should be thinking about when you're doing this. and he asks
Mhm.
her to marry him before the show or during the intro to the show. So the
Yeah.
crowd's all there. Of course, she says yes. Oh wow, this
Yeah.
scumbag wants to marry me.
I wrote down here that the reactions of the crowds, if you watch the reactions of the crowds, there's an old man in the middle of the crowd with big kind of round funky little glasses who I think forgot where he was and genuinely thought he was watching a proposal because the rest of the crowd is reacting, but this old man looks so excited that these two young people are proposing
Like
that
whoa.
it feels way too genuine, and it feels more like he doesn't know anyone's recording him at the moment and it's like, oh, are the actors really getting married?
Yeah,
How
what?
wonderful for the
Before the
young
scene
people.
starts, they're getting married.
These young people, what a special treat. Like he just looks so thrilled in a way that is too genuine for the rest of the scene. But yeah, I would not accept that proposal. That is really uncomfortable. um, Also, they're using the other horse, um whose name is awful. I don't know if you clocked the name. The other horse's
Missed
name
it.
is Red Lips, which I
Hmm.
um but so they're using Red Lips as opposed to Lightning. I also don't like this because they say that Red Lips is now really skittish, even though Red Lips is the veteran of doing this.
I don't
And
know.
he's
Maybe he
skittish
misses
because
the
of,
old horse diver.
yeah, this is the old horse driver's horse. And they're like, he's skittish because of all the noise. I'm like, so this is a veteran who's been doing this at carnivals all over the country. And
Oh, that's right. So
now it's the skittish one.
I was gonna blame her for getting distracted by her marriage at what happens next, but I forgot. There, there's a band playing, and someone hits the cymbals, and it freaks out Red Lips while he's
Yeah.
diving. And they don't
And
explain what happens at all. I don't under. It looks the same as the other horse dives.
I mean, it kind of zooms in on the hooves as if he, slips as opposed to jumping off the platform. And then his body's kind of twisted because he's looking in a wrong direction, but it doesn't look different enough. And I was like, this is the scene because I remembered so vividly this scene of her being on lightning. I remembered the hoof thing, and I remembered the horse breaking its leg and having to be put down.
That's what I figured would happen. That is not what
That is
happens.
not what
This is a
happened.
strange accident that happens where they hit the water. I expected her to be crushed to death by this horse, which I figured would be the main problem with horse diving. But
No,
no, they both get out, and she goes, "I don't even know. Like I'm a little fuzzy in the brain now, or something."
she gets out, and I remembered this, but see, I thought that what happened. So she gets out, and her vision is off, and
A
because
little
she
off.
had her eyes open when she hit the water,
I
and the
don't
thing is,
understand that either, but
well, it's because of the force. It's like because she's hitting
yes.
the water with so much force that it.
So
But see, I
apparently,
remembered.
if you dive with your eyes open, guys, your eyeballs explode.
Well, and the thing is that I remembered that, and I remembered the coming, you know, complications. But I thought that the reason why she wasn't having anyone give her any medical attention was because the horse was so much more significantly injured, and she was
Nope,
basically
he's fine. Horses don't get
the
hurt in
horse
this
is
movie.
fine. It was like I was like hallucinating. I was like, this isn't the same movie. I checked. I paused. I was like, did they re-edit this? I swear this is not the scene that I saw as a kid. And then the weirdest thing is that the only thing I could find to collaborate this is an AI summary of the movie where it weirdly describes this exact scene that I have a memory of.
What?
But provides no link or reference as to why, like, where it's getting that information.
You couldn't find anybody to corroborate your story?
No, I could only find this AI summary, and the AI summary links that it provided for where it's getting that information didn't say that. But the AI summary was the exact scene that I have remembered my entire life from my childhood. Like,
Hmm.
where it's on lightning, Lightning is skittish because Lightning is not the experienced horse. I remember her having an argument with them because they wanted her to go on Red Lips because Red Lips had more experience. And she was like, it's my first time in Atlantic City. It's going to be on my horse. I have a completely different memory of this scene. And then she goes up, it goes wrong, like Lightning slips. Then it's like foreshadowing that he was like, the horses never get hurt. And she's like screaming at Al, like, you said the horses never get hurt. Like,
You made up, Vic. You made a whole movie up in your
I had a
head.
whole
I hate to sound
different
like your mom right
movie.
now. I hate to sound like your mom right now, but you made up a whole new movie in your head. Because that is not even close to what happens. I don't even think you could. That's not deleted scenes or anything. That just does not
No,
happen.
that's a completely different movie. It's like if I watched uh yeah, no, it's a completely different thing. I'm now wondering if there isn't a different movie that I'm like
That might
mashing
be it.
the
Yeah.
end, like the two endings together, because I could have sworn that's what happened. And then and then that's why she doesn't get medical attention for herself, is because she's refusing to let anyone pay attention to her for too long.
Yeah, no, surprisingly, Al is immediately like, we got to get you to a doctor. Again, she's not very clear on why she's hurt, but he's very concerned. Goes, we need to get you to a doctor. She says, no way, Jose. And then,
Right. For no reason, because everything's fine. Like, she could
yeah, the
easily
horse is
just check in with a
fine.
doctor.
She says,
There's no
nope.
reason for her to refuse to see a
She says,
doctor.
I'm an anti vaxxer. I don't believe doctors. So she doesn't get
Right.
help.
Polio. What's that? Polio's going around at this time. Nobody's
Stupid.
interested in vaccines, right?
But she does not go to a doctor. And guys, she wakes up blind. All her rods and
Mm-hmm.
cones exploded in her eyes.
It was
In the
the,
water.
the the very callous and kind of mean-spirited doctor that they eventually have look at her
Yeah, he's
basically
like, hey,
says,
why didn't you come see me earlier? It's like, I don't know. I don't like doctors. Like, well,
because
you're blind now.
essentially what happened, what they describe happening, is that when she took the impact, it caused like
I
an
explained it.
internal
I explained
bleeding.
it, Vic. I said all her rods and cones exploded.
That's absolutely not. You know what? Fucking fine. That's what happened. Her rods and cones exploded. I'm not going into it.
I am a minor in biology. I know what I'm talking about.
I This is not the cause to stake your degree on.
Too late. I
Rods
already
and
did.
cones exploded. Her retina detached.
Her rods and cones exploded in her head, and
Okay.
now she is blind.
It's one of the
And
only actual facts in the movie that's true to life.
yeah.
Everything else is essentially made up, but the fact that her retina is
Oh
detached.
yeah, we forgot. Did we say this is based on a true story? They make that claim in the
Oh,
beginning of the movie, guys. This is
yeah, I think we
all
kind of just
true.
jumped
Once
in.
again, we are doing a true story. This all happened. So her eyes
All true.
exploded. She's
Yeah.
blind. Al still loves her. He doesn't care.
Yeah, but she doesn't even want to get married anymore because she thinks that the only reason that he's with her is out of pity. And she was always this very independent driven woman, and now she's like helpless. Um Cut to Clifford
This is my
being a
favorite scene.
being a
Other
goddamn badass.
Clifford has been up to something, guys. And I did not see this coming. He goes from cooking hot dogs to inventing death cycling. Which
He's made like a sphere of death. It's like a metal cage sphere.
yes, I've seen it before and stuff. Way more
Mm-hmm.
modern times, but he makes a giant steel cage, and this guy is riding his motorcycle fully around in a circle, up, over,
360s.
around this cage. It's crazy. I'd
It
say he's got a. I think the horse diving has a competition now. I think I'd like to see this more.
I think I would too. In fact, even just driving through town with that giant death sphere on the back of your truck, to I think you could get at
In
that
the
time, I think you
30s, they're like, "What is
you
that
would
from an
get
alien?"
yeah, I would be the crowds would be enormous. Um Clifford's going places. Clifford's
Not
going to
enough
be
to get a girlfriend, of
successful.
course. He's just gonna.
yet.
Stay single.
I will also say
They
that I
don't.
think they're supposed to be Clifford's supposed to be roughly the same age as Sonora, so I think at this time he's supposed to be like
So she's not
17.
interested. No, she wants like a 30-year-old.
Sounds like a wants an old man. Disney is pushing a weird subject here.
I feel like
Um,
Clifford. There must have been more Clifford stuff. They must have cut down his part. Like to introduce this
right?
guy, have barely any line. He has. We mentioned all his parts, guys. That is
Mm-hmm.
it. He has 3 lines in the movie, basically. And then to invent death cycling at the end, you're like, whoa, why weren't we following this guy a little bit more?
The whole time it's sort of glossed over that Clifford appears to be some sort of mad genius.
Yes.
Like it's unfortunate because it would have been significantly more interesting if they had been the end game. But
He's probably we gotta look it up. He's probably the guy who goes on to invent V8 rockets in Nazi Germany or something.
don't make Clifford a Nazi.
He's
He could
on
have.
track.
He was already in the U.S. He would have
His
been on our
his
side.
mechanical mind. He's up. He's up to something in the 40s. You better believe that.
Yeah. And he's the only one who's really a good friend because
I
Sonya
guess
des-
he has no
Sonya
character.
decides Sonya decides that she's going to ride again, and Al is not very supportive, does not believe in her, kind of
He's a
plays
little.
along with it.
He's a worrywart.
He's a wuss. His dad would have been embarrassed by him.
Thank God he didn't live to see the day.
I know.
His
And she's
son is worried
trying
about his wife.
she's how dare he? What a
Yeah.
prick. um
Wuss was what you said.
he he she's trying to relearn the the jumping on the horse, but now blind.
Again,
And
why can't she just be riding it the whole time, guys? We are up on a platform 100 feet in the air. Who cares how you get on the horse? We want to see the horse jump off the platform. Just ride it. But nope,
just
nope.
ride it the whole way.
She's got to jump on the horse blind now.
Yeah, and she is not getting it. And at the very, similar, almost watching the exact same scene again, it's just her eating dirt just over and over and
Yep,
over
we get a
again.
lot more shit eating where she's
Just
falling face
her
down in the mud. Always a laugh.
thrown to the
I was
ground.
laughing.
It's and there's this point where I thought he was going to give her some sort of inspiring speech of like, you have always been able to overcome these things. You have to, like dig your heels in and just do it. Like I thought he was going to have some sort of moment of like realizing the way that his dad pushed was not always wrong. But instead he's like, we need to pull the plug on this. I'm done.
I thought she was going to have a blood sport moment where, in the end of Bloodsport, he gets blinded by blinding dust,
Hmm.
and he blindly still kicks the guy's ass and wins. So I wanted a moment where
I
Sonora's like,
don't know this, but
oh, oh, but I can still ride. And she jumps on the horse anyway.
yeah, I was
But it
looking for
wasn't that
that too.
intense. It
No.
wasn't that intense. She gets back on there. She dives again.
Well, okay, you're missing like one of the weirdest
Ugh.
scenes in the whole
Is this
movie.
movie not over yet, man?
No, it's not over yet. We have an intense lightning storm where she goes out into the barn and we get several dark and stormy scenes of her hands just caressing a horse
Blindly
all
cuddling with
night.
horses.
Yeah, it's just hand shots
She's like,
moving
Lightning, I
across a horse
cuddled
in a
you back
lightning
to health. Now
storm.
you cuddle me back to health.
Yeah. And then Al brings back our diva woman um
Oh, yeah.
to finish out the contract because he doesn't believe that Sonora can do it.
Oh, yeah.
And
The
then
guy,
Clifford,
we got the big fight with the guy who's backing this horse diving. He's like, I paid
right.
for horse diving women. I better get it. No refunds.
And so they get this woman back and she's even meaner to Sonora.
Nope. I'm not humbled at all by being out
No,
in the cold depression times without a
no.
job.
And you think that, it's kind of like, well, how's she going to come back from this one? don't worry, she and Clifford have apparently, without ever showing this on screen, have been secretly conspiring. And Clifford locks the woman in her trailer
Oh
where
yeah, that's
she
right.
like is rocking it violently back and forth, screeching at the top of her lungs to get out.
Again, Clifford willing to commit a crime for fucking Sonora with
For
getting
his
nothing in
friendship.
return.
It's the
Not
power of friendship.
just in hope that maybe she'll spit on him again.
Yeah, it was a good spit. He was hey, I think that they
They
definitely could have
don't
done
spend
more, but
any time making this
no.
friendship. He is just 100% dedicated to her for no reason. He's getting nothing in return from her. She has no time for him.
Oh, it's very we'll have to unpack this, Jake. We'll have to unpack these feelings.
I'm not bitter. That's for damn
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
All
It's
right.
the most bitter sentiment.
Okay. So yes, I forgot it was her plan to do it and they lock her in her room.
Mm-hmm.
That's a crime, guys. You're not allowed to lock women in rooms against their
Jake's learned the
will.
hard way.
I've never been accused of a crime, by the way.
Yeah.
Never
Yet.
been accused.
Sonora gets up from the audience and like strips in the middle of the
She was in
audience.
disguise. I love
Yeah,
it.
she was wearing a bathing suit the whole time.
Yeah,
And
my
then
strip stick means a full one piece with, shorts on basically. So
right,
not
yeah, it's
very
an old
hot.
timey bathing suit. She doesn't have those big honkin' boobs that make Jake feel like he can value a woman.
I'm just
So
saying the guy played it up like we'd be seeing big honkin' tits, and we never do.
yeah, Jake's not feeling it. We get she climbs up the tower blind. This one was weird. Clifford lets Lightning out of his stall, and Lightning runs a mile. Like Lightning runs across all of Atlantic City onto the boardwalk up to the thing. Like he just knows where he's going. What the fuck was that
You
about?
gotta play it up for drama.
He goes, um, Al can't stop it. Al realizes what's happening. Nothing he can do now. She's already up on top of
No,
the
that
tower.
wuss
Lightning's
Al.
running
There's
up
no
that.
way he's stopping her.
No, Al can't do shit. And yeah, and we get the
Another
beautiful,
horse
epic
dive.
horse dive.
It's the
Beautiful,
same as
epic
the
horse
first
dive.
one. You just know the girl on there is blind now. So, really dramatic. She did it. And I think
Mm-hmm.
it just ends now, right, Vic, with a little narration of
Yeah, it
my life
ends.
turned out perfectly, even though I'm blind.
Yeah, that she goes on to horse dive for like another 11 years or something like that. And they
Yep.
lived happily ever after. The end.
Yep.
No
Still
sadness.
married. Beautiful relationship with her husband.
Mm-hmm.
Clifford still worships her for no reason. Perfect ending.
You're putting a lot of, you know, you're putting a lot on Clifford that wasn't there. He didn't seem to be interested in her either.
He locks a woman up for her.
Right, but they're carnies.
Okay.
They're carnies. It's just not that weird to me. Like he
You're
wanted to
right.
get
He was probably high on meth.
he wanted to get on Dr. Carver's crew for a while. He just wants to be in the show, you
He's not in
know?
the show.
But yet now he's got an act.
Yeah,
All he
make
had
your
before
own
was an
act. He doesn't
electrified
need doc.
hot dog.
What does he need the horse diving for? He's got his own act.
I know. It would make more sense if I think the reality was that that the Carver's show had more acts in it and wasn't
Yes, it
just the
makes
horse
zero
diving.
sense that it is just horse diving. It doesn't make
Right.
sense that Doc Carver fancies himself a Wild West man when all you do is horse diving.
Mhm.
Doesn't make sense that death cycling is being brought into this movie at the end. I don't know what's going on. But that's it. It is over. This
Yeah.
movie is over. We got a few good horse dives. And that's what I
Few
walked
good
away with.
horse dives.
That's what I walked away with.
Yeah. So that was your impression? I mean, now we're at the end, so let's
Yep.
hear it, Jake.
We're not at the baggage point yet,
Yeah.
but let's just see. Let's go with you first. Uh,
Oh, with me first.
Obviously, you misremembered this movie a little bit.
A
What
little bit.
what are your impressions now of it? Because I sold this movie as a real tearjerker, and now I feel a bit of fool.
I am really confused. I am so
Okay.
confused because
Oh boy.
I wonder if this is going to happen with other movies that we watched when we were
I
very
think it
young,
will.
because I actually stopped watching this movie even as a kid because I thought it was sad, and I just don't know where this memory came from. I mean, it's just so clear to me, and yet it's so not what's happening in the movie. Um
It's weird.
I I think that rewatching it, I didn't dislike it. I mean, I disliked Al and I was confused, but it's not like a bad movie. I
uh,
mean, I think Al could have been a better actor by a large margin, but I still think you could have your kids watch this and enjoy it. Like if Karina gets really into horses, I'm not gonna, this would be a movie she could watch. I think that would be fine. It's
yeah.
actually visually, I think it's aged pretty well. Like it doesn't look like as old a movie as it is.
Hmm.
The CG, my opinion was that the CGI, which was not great, was very sparing. And again, most things were
Well, no,
not.
yeah, it's mostly actual shot. I mean, this is
Yeah,
what is this? 93? I forget.
91. It's
91.
91.
So yeah, there's not going to be a lot of CGI in this.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm just confused. I
You're
didn't
left
remember that
shook.
this is how this movie went.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
that's
glad that
crazy.
it wasn't as sad, but I'm also confused.
Yeah, I promised everyone a scarring movie, and we didn't really get it. This is a G-rated Disney movie.
Yeah.
Horses are not hurt in this one, guys. Nothing
No.
happens to horses except for a really watered down colic scare.
Yeah. Yeah, very watered down. Um do you feel, I mean, I am just going to say I feel like this did pull up some bitter resentment in you
What?
of your social standings in the world. I feel like there's
We're not to
some.
the baggage point yet. You have to ask me if I liked it or not.
Did you like it?
No.
Mm,
I found it pretty underwhelming, Vic.
yeah, I wonder if that's because of my lead up and interpretation of what this movie was going to be. Because weirdly, I didn't do that with Dan, and Dan liked it. Dan thought it was a good movie.
I won't say I hated it. I just think unlike Musketeers, this is a very small scale movie. We
Oh, for
mostly
sure.
just have the four actors for almost the whole time in that farm.
Mm-hmm.
We
Yeah.
don't see any horse diving forever in it. We don't see any. I mean, the slapstick is really the only thing that kept me going in this. Constantly seeing people slapped in the face and falling in the mud. I'm like, that's all right. That's
Oh my
really the
god.
only thing I enjoyed from the movie.
Wow.
And
Rough.
yes, not very sad. She's blind, and that sucks. But they make it her own fault for not seeing a doctor, so I don't even feel that bad for her. And then she still has a great life, so
Yeah.
whatever.
The movie is not like, I mean, I would never say that, like, hey, if you really like the Three Musketeers, you'll really like this one.
There are
It
horses in it.
was, there are horses in it, but yeah, it's definitely not like a fast paced, like, fun movie. It's a drama.
No,
It's a drama. That
but it's a
is,
poorly acted drama too. So you're not
well,
really getting that heavy drama from the actors.
it's Al. It's Al because
Ow.
I didn't think that the other people were bad actors. I thought that only Al was. He was just such a main character, and like you're saying, there were so many scenes with him that the fact that he delivered his lines like he was reading them off a card right next to the camera was awful.
Yeah,
Um
and that's the drama. I mean, that's the main love story.
yeah. Yeah.
And
It's
again, Doc Carver, or what is that? What his name is? Doc Carver.
Carver. Yeah, I think it's Carver. Dr. Carver.
A doctor that carves you up. I don't like that.
Mm, yeah.
But he's not evil enough to up the drama either. Like he's too nice, so I'm not getting a lot of drama
No.
from him either. Which just leaves me with a pretty meh movie with horse diving in it.
Which is so weird because I was so confused after this that I
Yes.
had to look up the real story and see how much of this
All
was
right.
real.
Tell us, Vic, what's real in this? You
Like,
said this is before you started it yesterday, you're like, this is all based on a true story. And I'm like, so was Patch Adams.
right. And I should have taken your comment a bit more to heart because I was like, no, it's based off a true story. It's she really goes blind and then she really keeps diving.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the only true part to it. Um, I looked this up, and she, as she was involved. She wrote a book called "One Girl and Five Brave Horses" that was
Hmm.
about her time doing this, and was approached by you know Hollywood screenwriters, people from Disney. I don't know who they were exactly, but she was approached about this movie. And when she saw and read the script, she was like, "Why is who is this based off of? Like, what are you? Why would you do any of this? This isn't about me." And
Wow.
apparently, she fought for a while, but ultimately just decided that she didn't care
We'll
enough
just take the
to keep
money.
fighting them. And yeah, and just was like, okay, you can make this movie, but I'm not going to go out publicly and claim this is the story of my life. I have no idea who this Sonora is, but it's not me.
Yeah.
um and so essentially, start from the beginning. She wasn't an orphan,
No way.
and she didn't run away from home. She had no problems with her family.
I thought
uh
at least she would have run away from home. I thought that
nope.
part would have been true.
Raised by her parents.
Oh man, that's the
Was
worst for Disney.
had
Oh,
had
she
no
had good
problems.
parents.
Had good parents. She did have a younger sister. One of the biggest things that she had contention with and did not understand why this was done in the movie, she wasn't a kid. She was 20 when she joined this act. And she and Al have no age gap between them. They're the same age.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Why are you putting in this weird age gap, making my husband look like somebody who is attracted to a child?"
And
And they did not budge on that. They were
all the
like, "Nope,
producers are
we're."
like, that's just kind of normal for us.
She was like, "Why are you doing this? My husband and I are like only a few years apart in age, and I was already 20 when I met him, and I was 23 when we decided to get together.
Yeah.
Like, I was not some young girl, and he was not some older man." And they're like, "No, that needs to stay.
Yeah.
That's important. It's not believable that a man would want a woman of his age."
Not for us
Um,
in Hollywood.
Not for
Doesn't
Hollywood.
make sense.
Her uh Al and his father, Dr. Carver,
Carver.
did not have a bad relationship. He ran a major show that had a lot of other acts, and the cliff diving was
That
sort of
makes way
the
more sense.
yeah, and the cliff diving was sort of the pinnacle event. So you'd go and you'd see all these other shows and all these other events, and then the big finale would be the cliff diving, the horse diving event. Um, she did respond to a news. It was confusing whether or not it was a newspaper ad, but she was already looking to get into these performance acts. She was already sort of in that world when she sort of became aware of
That
Dr.
is the
Carver.
laziest part of this movie is they don't set up why she would want to horse dive
No,
at all. And it's
not at
such a
all.
strange event. Who the fuck goes from I like horses to I want to run them off a diving board?
Right.
I'm going
She
to that right away.
she said that horses definitely do get injured. She said that,
Yeah,
that
no
was
shit.
that they definitely do get injured. She said that their production was, and again, it's her word, but she said that her production was like did not force horses to do things that they did not naturally have an aptitude for. And if a horse was too spooked or was not interested or didn't like it or got injured, they would just move them to a different performance that wouldn't be as challenging or would have different things that the horse would be good at. um so she seemed to say like that it just wasn't very realistic. She hated all the training scenes. She's like, that's not what we did at all.
Yeah,
She's like,
no,
the
it does
only thing
that.
that's
You
about
everyone can see that there's no connection to running a horse in a circle to having it run off a diving board. You're like, what?
They
How
didn't
does this?
even do the ladder climb up to the top. She's like, we
I'm
ran
guessing
up
she
with
just,
the
yeah.
horses.
And I'm guessing she just rode it off. She didn't jump on it
Yeah, no,
because
she
you can't
didn't.
even see
At
that up
least I don't
there.
think so. The way that she said it is they ran up the ramp with the horse, which implies to me she was on the horse
Yeah.
coming up the ramp. So why not? She did say that she detached her retinas and went blind, but it was not on her like first dive in Atlantic City. It
Yeah, it
was after
happens
she'd
real
been.
quick in this movie. She does like what is it, her third time?
No, it's her. Well, it's not her third time because they've already done like a full season, but it's her
Oh,
first.
that's
It's
right.
her premiere show in Atlantic City.
The big
It's the
time where your
it's the
dreams come
opening
true.
show.
Who knew your dream
Yeah.
was to lose your sight?
She said it happened like after she'd been diving for like 6 or 7 years.
So you think it probably her rods and cones were already loosened up in
They
there,
were getting loosened.
and
Yeah.
then that one just exploded them.
She did say, I think in the interview, she did say that she had her eyes open, which she knew she was not supposed to do, but it what didn't startle the horse.
A symbol
She
clash
said that
happened, and
some
it's
sort
made
of
her open her eyes. Like, what's
yeah,
that?
like she got distracted basically, that
Oh,
she just got distracted and was didn't kind of misjudged how quickly she was approaching the water and didn't close her eyes in time, and she did know that she was not supposed to do that. It was known that that could cause eye damage, and that she didn't refuse to see a doctor. It was just the eye damage was too
so
severe. Like,
why put that on her in the end? Very
yeah,
strange.
I don't know. She talked that there were way more, that it wasn't like one horse, that they worked with a lot of horses. And she's like this 89-year-old woman in this interview.
Oh boy.
And the guy interviewing her kind of jokes that like before the interview started, she's been telling him so many, crazy stories of her life, and that it's hard to believe that they're all true. And she was like, I don't need to make up stories. I am old and I have lived a lot. And she was basically like, I've lived so many experiences. Like when you get to be like almost 90, it'll sound like your stories. If you've lived a good life, it'll sound like your stories are made up too.
I
And
guess that being said, guys, old people lie to me all the time. They're making up
mm,
stories to me all the time in Florida. So don't believe them all. Well,
I,
PSA.
I think that she was like, my life itself should have been interesting enough to be a movie. They didn't need to make up all this nonsense. But I was told that it would be better for film. And I think that they're probably wrong. I think that her actual life
I'm
probably would have been more
sure.
interesting.
Yeah, they didn't know what the hell they were doing in this one, guys. This was just some weird takes, weird relationships, the
Weird.
trying to make villains where there are none. It was pretty meh for me. Like I said, pretty boring.
Yeah.
But hey, I did see a horse flying through the air. I'll give it that.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, Vic. It's time for our final segment of the show.
I'm ready.
Chat. Don't speak when
Oh,
I'm trying
oh,
to announce it.
I shouldn't? Okay. Okay. I won't.
Check your
Ah,
bag,
I'm not supposed to speak until you get to the
Vic.
very end of it?
Don't be a Sonora right now, hard
Okay.
headedly socking me in the face with your interruptions.
Okay. Okay.
Now it's time for check your baggage.
Baggage.
All right, I'll let you join me on that one. Check your baggage, Vic. This might be a new one for us, where you're carrying baggage that doesn't exist in this movie.
I have attributed this movie to baggage and a scene that isn't real, and I don't
Mm-hmm.
know what's going on. I feel like, have you seen the what's it called, like the Mandela effect or the Mandela effect?
Mandela, yes.
Mandela effect, like the Berenstein versus Berenstein bears, the Kit Kat logos. Like, I feel like I'm living in an alternate reality where there was a completely different ending to this movie.
Oh.
I genuinely cannot wrap my head around what has happened, and I don't feel good about it. I definitely remember this movie being like girl inspiration, like just because you're different, just because um, don't fit to society's expectations of you, you can like work hard and do whatever you want. Like the world is your oyster. I
Yeah.
remember that as being the message and being really psyched up by that as a kid, like as a little girl who was also a tomboy who was stubborn and got in trouble quite a bit and loved horses. This movie hit a lot of my, yeah, like I can do it and I'll grow up and people will think I'm beautiful because I was beautiful all along. They just couldn't appreciate it, like I had lots of things I related to in this film, and rewatching it, I was like, what film is this? I remember this, but this is not what happened in it. Um,
Mm,
I don't know what that means. And I don't know. It's so weird because I genuinely thought that this movie had this incredibly tragic disaster where she then has to pick herself back up after the horse that she has trained and loved dies and find a way to
definitely
carry
would
on.
have been a better story. A lot more
Maybe
drama in that one.
maybe I just was like, I like where this is going, but it's not taking it far enough.
Uh, well, we'll see. We got a lot more horse movies on the list that Vic has put on
Mm-hmm.
there. So
Yeah.
we will see if this ending is maybe in a different movie and she's getting it confused. This
Yeah.
will be the great horse mystery of the show. We'll see if we ever find the answers.
A reoccurring series of like trying to hunt down what movie I'm probably
Where Vic got
remembering.
her memories from, yeah.
I think that I think that I do have a bit of baggage though.
Yeah.
Just honestly, like because how could I possibly have such a strong memory and feeling like that about something that didn't happen in the movie?
Yeah.
I don't
This
know.
is strange baggage.
I don't know. I'm uncomfortable with it. I'm confused. I I don't like feeling like this enormous part of my memory is false. And it appears that that is what's happened. Like the universe is gaslighting me right now.
You're gaslighting yourself.
I guess I am. I guess I did. What does that mean, Jake?
I don't know. I don't know, Vic.
What am I supposed to
Maybe,
do with that information?
yeah, just not trust your memories, I guess.
I guess that's what I'm left with.
No, no, I'm sure it's from another movie. We'll find out.
We'll find.
You're
But
fine. You're doing great.
I'm holding it together. Reality is not as, solid as I thought it once was, but that's okay.
Yes. Just think about the future.
Future where all of the movies that I remember from my childhood, I will have made up imaginary endings to.
Okay, don't think about the future. Think about the present.
Yeah. Well, and in the present, since you don't have a past with this movie, I think that this movie has brought up some baggage for you.
Like
You
what?
know, you don't want to talk about it?
What?
You don't want to
I
talk about your clearly just below the surface simmering rage of the friend zoned your indignant rage on behalf of a barely there character. You were so
simmering
harsh on
rage.
me in Three Musketeers, and you don't want to check your own baggage here?
That is not the same, Vic. You're the character. First of all, I was not harsh on you. I just pointed out that you were defending a character who wasn't in the movie at all, which is
He
fine.
was in the movie. He was in the movie just about as much as Clifford was. There were just a lot
No,
more
I said the
characters.
woman is not in the movie at
Oh, the
all.
woman's not in the movie. Yeah,
We don't know her name. They never mentioned her name.
Gerard's
It's
sister.
Gerard's sister.
Yeah, but I was
And
defending
you stood up
Gerard's
for her.
behavior.
We got an actual character in this movie that is literally just furniture in here. It might as well just be a coat rack standing next to her that she can hang her shit on. He has no development as a character other than his crazy inventions, which I would have liked to see a lot more of. How does he
Mm-hmm.
get there? From hot dogs to death cycling in a big circle. But, it is true. You see a ginger guy in a movie, you know he's not the love interest. And everyone just laughs it off. Laugh at the ginger as fucking usual.
So it can't be good that Clifford is really the best character because he is not the character.
He's he's forgotten about. He's not even a character in this movie. What are you? He has one scene. He is just used to get what Sonora wants, which is get that lady locked up.
Get that lady locked up.
Do it,
I
Clifford. Do it for me. You want me to spit
I
on
don't
you
even.
again?
But see, there's there's none of that. Clifford's on board. Clifford's a carny.
Oh,
He's
I'm
down for the
yes, of
show.
course, without question. That's what I'm saying. He is he. You don't see her be a good friend at all to him after healing him with spit. That's the only thing she does for him, which I question if that's gonna help you in the 30s.
Right.
And then from then on, just whatever she wants. And of
I
course,
mean,
she's gonna be with this other dude. That's fine
let's
with Clifford, of
let's
course.
let's also be clear. He's working. He's got a job. Like he's not doing anything for her. He works for the show. Like he's employed. He's being paid to be there and do things for the show. And then his hope is that for himself is that he will get his own act in the show.
Yes,
That's why he started
we
working
we
with
get
Doc
that.
Carver.
I don't get what's your
Yeah,
point.
it's not like he's just doing whatever she wants. It's like they work together. They're coworkers.
Well, you're reading into it a lot. We don't see much of that. We don't see him
What,
working
what
on
do you mean?
anything. We just see him have a death cycle in the end.
He comes to her
I don't.
when
What
the
are you
other
arguing with me about? This guy has no arc in this story. There is no arc for him other than I make funny inventions, and by the end, randomly, we get this crazy invention. What are you even
is pretty
talking
great.
about? That you're trying to tell me he's getting a lot from this fucking friendship, Vic? He gets nothing out of it.
No, I just don't think it's I don't think he's like, what is he doing that's so intense either? Like, what is he doing besides
He
this
commits a
last scene where
felony.
oh my god,
He
yeah,
locks
like
up that woman. He would be put in
as if in
prison
the
for that.
30s jamming as if in the 30s jamming the door to her dressing room wasn't just seen as boys will be boys pranking. If anyone's making a stretch here, it's that is not he's not gonna get in trouble for jamming the door of her dressing room
All right,
shut unless
Vic,
she
you are
died in a
trying
fire
to
in there.
twist your way out of this. That is not my main point at all. I don't give a fuck. I'm just saying he's willing to do anything for her, and of course he's not romantic with her at all. Oh, he's just
Mm,
such a great friend. We don't see her asking him about his dreams. Does she take any interest in that?
that's not
No.
true. Their very first scene is her asking him about his dreams. That is not true at all. That's the whole hot dog conversation. That's why he comes up with the whole shit of like, I'm trying to figure out my act. I want to do something. And she's like, you should. You can do it. Like, no.
Okay, yes. And then after that,
Well,
what are you working on? What are you
I'm
working on,
sorry that you
Clifford?
just don't
I
think that
see
men and women can be friends.
Oh,
I'm
this is
sorry
what
you
it
just
comes
don't
down
think that
to.
that's what it can be,
No,
Jake.
I'm saying clearly this guy was never going to be the romantic lead. He's ginger. That's the point.
Hmm.
And
And
you'll never see that in a movie.
I'm saying
We've come
that we
so
might have some
far. We've come so
baggage.
far with everyone else. You will never see a ginger as a romantic lead in a movie.
I do think we should maybe put the caveat of man.
Yeah,
Lots of
no.
ginger
People
women
have
are the
told me.
romantic
People
lead.
have come up to me and said, redheaded women are really attractive. Not so much the men, though. People say that to my fucking face, Vic.
Brutal. I mean, I don't know
We
what
just
you are
laugh it
saying to
off.
me.
Gotta laugh it
I'm
off.
married to a redhead, so don't come at me
Kind
about
of.
that.
He's more of an auburn.
At this point, it's darkened with age. It was more ginger in his youth.
But nope, no baggage for me. I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm sure. Jake's sitting here with just his carry on. He doesn't have any baggage to check.
Nope.
Just a just an 80-pound carry on. Fine.
We're all fine. Weird movie, but
Yeah.
it was
Yeah, a
fun to
weird
watch one
movie.
I've never seen that was so important to you.
I am so dazed by this. I'm so
Yes.
confused.
Sorry about that.
Well, no one's fault but mine, I guess, unless there is some sort of larger international conspiracy to change movies from my childhood to confuse me.
Hmm,
I suppose that's always a possibility. It's
maybe.
not my memory, it's that the world is wrong.
Yep, I'm sure you're right. As usual.
As usual. Yeah. Horrifying.
And with that, I think we'll end this episode, Vic.
All right.
Another episode of Movie Baggage. What a great job you did.
Thanks. Thanks for putting up with this one with me.
Oh, it was fun. I had a great time.
Yeah.
All
All
right,
right.
guys. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Wow, what a crazy episode. I can't believe Vic completely made a new ending in her head to this movie and has been carrying that with her this for years. But hey, that's what movie baggage is all about, guys. We're dipping back into these 90s movies and seeing what we remember and what we got wrong. And it's crazy what happens when you're a kid and what you take away from things. But sorry we didn't do a scarring one, but no worries. I got one for our next episode. This is one that scarred me for sure, and I am not misremembering it. Next episode, we will be watching Pumpkinhead 2 Blood Wings. Get ready for a scarring movie. See you then, guys. Bye. I was expecting huge honking tits on this woman.